I will say though, I will say that their little appetizer plate on the left was like significantly better than whatever we got. Because
My
that
eyes are
spinach,
just drawn to the blue.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
So,
Mountain Boy Berry
oh yeah,
Baja Bangin'
that's
Blast or whatever it was.
Mountain Dew Dark Berry Bash.
Yeah, there you
That is
go.
that is what it is. Mountain Dew Dark Berry Bash. And their appetizer plate on the left, it had a lot more food on it, but like the guy said that there are people who come to the Applebee's and just order that, and I would order two of those if I were to ever go to Applebee's. I would not order any food and just order two of those because that was actually
It was pretty
some
good.
like that was actually some pretty all right food. You know, decent mozzarella sticks, really good spinach artichoke dip, a bunch of chips, some boneless wings, and a little bit of quesadillas.
The,
It
the
was pretty
server
good.
was the server was the best part of the meal though.
Yeah, the server right there, dude. He wasn't just a snack crystal. He was the whole pantry. This man was the full bakery, bro. This guy was like he every like 2 minutes he'd be not even that, like every like minute and a half he'd walk up to us and be like, hey, everything's all right, and then we'd have like a little like 2 minute long conversation with him, and then like he was all like we'd ask him like some sort of stupid question, like what companies do you hear have co at the end of the name, because he was talking about like Brandon was saying like PepsiCo and like Coke Co or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
Uh like PepsiCo or Coca-Cola Co or whatever. It was the same thing as Costco or Petco. And I said no. And then the guy also said probably not. And so we were all chatting, and then like he leaves for a little bit, comes back, and then we're all like, do you think Chick-fil-A makes their own sauce? And I'm like, no. Like we're all like, no. And he's all like, but I did work at um fucking Pizza Hut,
Yeah,
and
one of
he
the
was all
two.
like, yeah, but we did make our own creamy Parmesan or Parmesan cream and like limited edition sauce or whatever. And he was all like, all we did was just add water to powder and shake it up. Brandon didn't know that like I was all like, we work like we don't make our own sauce at Whataburger. He was all like, didn't you make your sauce at Whataburger? I said no. And it was like I was like, do you think we get paid enough to make sauce?
Look,
We just fucking hand people fucking packets. We're like a McDonald's, dude.
look,
Whataburger isn't high class.
I expect there to be more care for the customer.
You think we get paid to care? You think we get paid to care?
You know, you're right. You definitely do not get paid to care.
Certainly don't get paid to give a
Well,
shit about the fuck we're feeding
let's-
you people. Sorry. I'll get on roll 20.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Let's go ahead and start doing our weekly start. So who wants to go first with D100 rolls?
Well, someone's got to tell me what happened last week.
Well, I will tell you in the recap.
You know what? I'll go first.
You want to go first, Matt? All right. Tell me when you want me to roll.
While he rolls, I'm gonna use the
Give
rest.
me them clicks and them clacks.
I gave you the clicks and the clacks, and they have been rolled.
Mm.
Oh, did you want to hear them?
One more time for me. Just make it a real spicy one. Just put a little stank on it. You know, spit on it.
Okay, hold on. I got to turn the noise suppression off. So hold on, give me.
Spit on him a little. Call him a dirty name.
Whoa, there's a lot of spit on this.
Another rolled.
Good. I'm proud of you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that's a spicy 41.
A spicy 41. Are you sure about that?
I am.
All right. Well, I hate to break it to you, Matt, but you would have been almost correct if you hadn't me not re-roll.
Oh.
Because it was 48 before, but now it's 96.
I had you put too much spice on it.
Yeah, a little too much spice.
Yeah, fair enough.
I will go next. So I watched 3
Alrighty.
episodes of Arcane, so I'm going to go with 30 plus 2 plus 1 for all the other episodes that I did. So 33. 33.
Is that your final answer?
That is. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't.
Oh, Chase, if you didn't have an inspiration point before. You can go ahead and grab yourself one, because the answer was 36. You
Wow.
were 3 off.
I'm an absolute legend. It sucks that I think I still had an inspiration.
You've had like an inspiration for like the last 3, and I think
And
you've
I've
got the
never
last
used
3.
them.
I've won like the last 3, but like I still like have not fucking lost an inspiration. I should probably use an inspiration
You
point
should
this
probably
run.
use an inspiration.
I'll use an inspiration point this run. I'm sorry.
All right, who's next?
I will go next.
All right, tell me when you want me to roll.
Alright, I gotta go plug in my phone.
I want you to make it as clacky and as stanky as you can.
Why is it called attention deficit when I've got a surplus of the stupidest thoughts of all time?
I return.
These are clicky, these are clacky. I think they're pretty
I
clacky.
feel like why is it called attention deficit when I have when I give a surplus of attention to all the whatever.
Alrighty, Crystal.
Good job,
What
Chase.
do you
Proud of you.
think this clicky clacky number is?
It was. I do feel the stank coming off of it.
How stanky?
Ooh,
It's
I can
it's
smell it.
pretty stanky. It's kind of making my eyes water a little bit. I'm thinking this is in the realm of like 23.
Is that your final answer? Is
Wait,
there not
absolutely.
another number that you could probably think of?
No, I'm
No.
smelling.
Definitely
I'm smelling
not.
some pickles. I'm smelling some pickles there. I
Are
think you're on
you-
the wrong side of the spectrum there, Crystal.
All right.
Do you think so?
Well, if you can guess what number it is correctly, then maybe I might give you that inspiration point.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Mm.
What do you think the number is, since you think it's stinky?
I'm pretty sure it's 69.
That's very stinky.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty stinky.
That is the correct answer. It is 69.
Oh.
It's actually 69.
Damn,
Holy shit.
that was my guess last week.
Yeah, you
It
could,
I remember
is
that.
69.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I smelled that stank from over here.
That's a lot of stank.
That was a lot of stank. You know what? Matt, take Crystal's inspiration.
wow.
Mine now. Thank you.
You only get the one. Because I gave too many.
I didn't have one prior.
You don't get 2.
I didn't have
Oh,
one prior.
If Crystal had gotten it, then I would have given her 2, but she
Mm.
didn't. I mean, it's second-hand inspiration. All right, Brandon.
Yeah.
All right, tell me
Well,
when you want me to roll.
Yeah, I mean, I already have 2 numbers in mind.
Alrighty.
So you can roll the dice, and it's predetermined to land on one of the 2.
I have rolled.
Now, the 2 lucky numbers today are either 59 or 15.
59 or 15. Is that your final answer? Are you sure?
Yeah, so I think, because I wasn't here for how the dice were rolling, I'm just gonna assume we've been rolling pretty low today, and I'll go with 15.
They've been on the high side.
Brandon, what do the ducky dice say?
Let me grab the ducky dice. Let me see what the ducky dice have to say today. Oh! Okay, do you want to know?
What?
They rolled a 10.
Oh, they actually rolled low. Brandon, I think our dice are configured wrong because I rolled a 98.
Ah, well, it's fine. I rolled again, I got a 92.
Oh. Well, unfortunately,
So there
the
you
answer was
go.
wrong.
Yeah, well, I was wrong either way, so, like, you know, I don't need an inspiration point, just roll good.
Alrighty, well, are we ready to start?
Of course.
All right, we got the spooky music playing. And
Oh, yeah,
we
it's
got
probably-
the atmosphere ready.
Probably unmute. Probably
By the way,
unmute.
Brandon.
Yeah, what's
by the
up?
way, Brandon, third episode of Arcane was pretty good.
Pog.
I did like it.
Talk about it after.
Yeah.
With Isaiah.
Okay, so we had enough time beforehand to talk.
Okay,
Now it's game
I'm
time.
sorry.
We
Get your
didn't.
game
All right.
face on, Chase.
We actually only had 8 minutes.
We're
Too much time.
6 minutes past start time.
All right. When last we left our wanderers, Hank, the dwarf rogue, Eslar, the shifter druid, Dolkin, the minotaur ranger, and Vashanda, the Kalashtar sorcerer, the party, leaving Dolkin behind for the purpose of a covert investigation around the city, found that many things in the city were quite interesting. SR and Hank found that there were other people in the city, one of them being a clicky-clacky keyboard for some reason.
What?
Turn on noise suppression, Chase.
Wait, what the fuck? I do have it on.
So your keyboard's very loud then, apparently.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Let me.
Anyways, SR and Hank found that there
Okay, now
were
it works.
other people in the
I'm
city
sorry.
that were aware of the oddities happening around. The name of a very friendly orc man named Nugash with his elven wife had given them a warning of what to expect around the city and the promise of a safe haven around his shop. And Angelina and Vishana found what horrors came with disrespecting the church in one of the weekly gatherings around it via a very not so friendly looking vulture Kenku. Afterwards, a quick meetup was had in a tavern. The party realizing that the guards that they had previously discarded the night prior had officially gone missing within that time, and thus an early curfew was placed on the city until such a time in which the culprits of said crime could be found. With little time in the day, the party did more investigating around the chapel to find any more keen details they could find before making a very sudden contact with the mayor of the city, Mayor Bartholomew, finding very quickly that the man had a uneasy and imposing aura around him without really any reason as to why. With little less to investigate, they followed one last lead given to them, and decided to go around the city to look for oak trees that were said to be planted around, probably for reasons of moving around at night, to sneak away from guards and demonic creatures. And finding nothing, and with dusk soon approaching, the party tried to make their way back, but were accosted by frost demons out on an early hunt at dusk. Quickly defeating them and taking some injuries, the party, hearing more movement on the rooftops above them, made a quick dash through alleyways and trying to take the back streets out and away from the scene, saw a house open with a young half-orc man stepping out, introducing himself as Tygash, urging them to quickly come back inside. But we do not start with that. We instead go back to Dolkin
Oh, that's me.
and Alois back at the house earlier in that day. So,
So, did Dolkin do anything like throughout the? I assume I just sat there and chatted with Eloise.
Well, this is what you're doing.
Oh, this is a pretty large time.
earlier
span.
in the day.
Mm.
Earlier in the day. So, Dolkin, it's been about a couple hours since the party had left.
Mm-hmm.
Alois, while within the house, seems to stay quite alert and keeping an eye out around the area, just to make sure that nothing is, coming in. There's no, that there's no suspicion around the house.
Mm-hmm.
And looking outside, you can see that the city is definitely a little more bustling than it was the night prior, with how dead it was. And being as close you are to the guard outpost, can see lots of guards coming in and out, to and from on the streets.
Okay.
Yeah. Ma seems to be quite attentive around the area as well, keeping herself on the walls and looking to be on guard, knowing that there's bad stuff happening around her.
Mm-hmm. A lot of bad people. I mean, I would hope she would stay on her guard.
Yeah. So would you be doing anything, or would you just be waiting for everyone to come back?
I mean, if I couldn't talk with Alois, because here's the thing, Dolkin is going to be actively staying in rooms that either have no windows, and he's not going to be like looking outside because it'd be pretty obvious if like I looked outside and there was a big fur ball. Someone would be like, was there a fur ball?" Just like staring out a window. So Tolkien would not Tolkien would not be like on Overwatch.
Gotcha. So you just be staying in. Okay.
And if I could talk
Fair
to
enough.
Alois and like, calm the mood down because this is a very stressful situation. He's a compulsive talker when he gets nervous.
Alois would give some occasional chit chat, but would not really go too far into deep conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Would if you go up to him, he would give you an ear to listen to him. But other than that, he'll try and stay attentive. He seems to be on guard,
Mm-hmm.
like not wanting to take a chance. But while you two are in the house, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Sure. Where the fuck is perception? I always forget. There it is. My big ol' 6.
6. Let us open Alois's sheet because I did not open it.
Don't forget about Ma.
She
She can do things. I mean, Alois is gonna
could.
Alois is gonna fail, and Ma's gonna be the one to carry us.
She could. Fucking. There he is. Okay. Alois, we can roll perception for you too, buddy. 12.
See, like that's okay, and then Ma comes in
And then
and blows us out of the
Ma.
fucking water with the
12.
What did I fuck? God damn it! Fuck! Almost.
So, the two of you getting into a brief moment of conversation. Do not hear anything, but as the time goes by, you do hear and see the mom make a quick movement as if she hears something.
I'll like hush Alois, and I'll point to him, and I'll point at Ma, and I'll point where she's looking, because I'm not gonna go look, because that would draw too much attention.
So you're just pointing.
Yeah, I'm basically telling like Alois to like, hey, you look normal. Go see what could you please investigate what that is? Because if she sees something, I'm not gonna make a peep.
Yeah. All right. So he gives you a slow nod for a second, and Alois just goes down the stairs, just kind of makes his presence known. I assume you don't follow and just wait upstairs.
Yeah. I would absolutely not. I would wait at like the top of the stairs, like to come down if like I am needed. But
yeah. As he starts going down the stairs, you hear a "Whoa, hey," coming from Alois as he's on the stairs, and then you hear another voice inside the house, like, so it's true, someone was in here. That's good." And then you immediately hear Alois like, yeah, me and my sister live here. Who are you? What are you doing here? Get out. I'll call the guards if you don't leave. Seems very perplexed. Doesn't seem to be good with lying. And then, unable to hear anything, the voices seems to whisper down.
so he's talking to Alois, but I can't hear, right?
Yeah.
But you know what? I think the best thing for Tolkien. Tolkien hide? But I don't know this voice, and it might try to hurt Alois, and if Esselor comes back and her brother is not here, Tolkien's gonna be in trouble. Is there anywhere I could hide that I could be close to listen?
Probably by the edge of the stair. Probably by the edge of the staircase if you want to listen down closer.
You know what? Can I get close enough? You know what? Is this worth using Pass Without a Trace so I could stealth closer?
It's up to you to decide.
Yeah. You know what? You know what I could do? I assume I can see Ma, correct?
Yeah, she's kind of just hugging the wall,
Oh.
away from the staircase.
I will look at I'll look at Ma, and I'll like, how close do I have to be for pass without a trace?
30 feet.
Okay. I assume I'm within 30 feet.
Oh yeah, this hallway's probably from
Yeah.
end to end that big, but it's
Yeah.
you're fine.
And I will look at her, and I will like pull her in, like wait for her to come in close. And when she does, like, I'll whisper and be like, "Oh, look after her. Out of sight.
Mhm.
Stay near the door and get to leave." I will cast Pass Without a Trace on me and her.
Okay,
Because
you do so.
I don't think I will be of much help. So instead, I will send Ma, who's basically better me, to go and like guard the exit. So if he tries to leave, she has orders to stop him.
I'll say before you cast Pass Without a Trace,
okay,
as you're about to cast the spell,
Mm-hmm.
You hear footsteps. You hear two sets of footsteps coming upstairs,
Mm.
and before you do, you see Alois pop his head out and look to you, Dolkin. Assuming you're like hunching like against the wall in the hallway.
Yeah. I'm going towards a room.
Yeah, and just holds up hands like, Dolkin, come here.
I will I guess before casting it, I'll have Ma like skitter like on the ceiling, and I'll inch closer. I'll get as close as I can to hear.
Yeah. You say that. You say that. You tell her to go on the ceiling, and then Alois just like waves his hands like, it's fine, and then he steps forward off the staircase, and you see another person stepping up onto the staircase. You see what looks to be a fairly average-looking human man, kind of short brown hair, brown eyes, very plain-looking, kind of coming. He's like, he steps up, looks at you, he's like, oh, okay, so there's many of you. Okay, that's good.
Are we sure that this is a good? Alois?
The guy holds up his hands like, I'm a friend. I was sent here by, I assume you guys do you guys know Newgash here?
I know Alois, and I don't know any new Gash.
Alois shakes his head side to side. He's like, okay. Do you know lady with red hair and a dwarf guy?
Looks to Alois.
Yeah.
Like
Alois,
seeing if we think we can trust it. Can we roll? Like, should we? I don't know if we should trust this guy.
You can roll insight.
Sure.
If you want to. I had Alois roll insight on my end.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. I want to see if like maybe Dolkin.
You look at this guy and
I size him up.
Immediately size him up. This guy, you can tell he means no threat to you. It looks like whatever he's here to try and help you guys.
Dolkin will exhale a little bit, like, and try to like untense and be like, "Yeah, it's Estelar, Hank. Why? What? Are they okay?"
Yeah. A little bit hard to say. My name is Robert. Robert Kindred. I'm with. I guess you could call us a resistance here in the city.
Freedom fighters.
Yeah, that's a good word. That's a good word for it. I guess I wouldn't call him boss, but a friend of mine. His name's Newgash. He helps out people who are new in the city or who are in trouble. He wanted me to come and investigate around here because, assumingly, your friends, who he knew were very new to the city immediately, and wanted me to check around the abandoned houses here. See if there was anyone hiding out.
So you said his name was Robert?
Yeah, Robert Kindred. Newgash, the party has met already. He is a I'll give it. He is an orc man. Who runs a shop called Hightail Goods and Services.
Dolkin will give like a little for Ma to like come down, and
Yeah.
he'll extend his hand towards Robert.
Yeah. when he sees Ma coming out, he didn't notice her. Like, just like points a finger. That is pretty cool.
Ma comes down from the wall and just like climbs on Dolkin, like on his head, onto his back, and
Yeah,
Dolkin doesn't
and then
flinch.
when we see, and then when he sees that, he's like, "But that is horrifying." Okay.
And Dolkin will outstretch his hand.
Yeah,
And-
he'll stretch out his hand too. It's like, yeah, you guys definitely. Well, Robert points to Alois, who's just been kind of like standing there, arms crossed, just kind of nodding. He's like, "You could pass. You, my friend, definitely not."
Yeah, the name's Dolkin, by the way, and this is my mom.
Yep, and yeah, again, Robert. I guess he looks to Ma. Nice to meet you, Ma. Nice to meet you, Dolkin. Mr. Alois here already said his name, so.
I
So you're
have
fr-
a
so
lot
you're
of questions, but continue.
I'm probably not the guy who would want to answer that, but I know a safe way through the city where none of us will be spotted, where we can get to a safe place.
How safe are we talking? Cause you saw me. I'm not. I stick out.
As long as we're quiet, don't make noise, shouldn't be spotted. There should be plenty of leeway to get to where we need without anyone noticing us. We have a path through the city for reasons like this.
Quick,
Roads that aren't taken by people, or back alleys that no one goes around, and guards don't go to.
That's good to hear. If you need help, I can help us be more stealthy. But I had just a quick question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, how did you guys know about us? How did you find us? In the first place, like we entered pretty stealthily. At least we thought we did.
Well, I'll say this is like the 20th house. This is like the 20th or 25th house that I've looked to see if anyone was here. Actually,
Oh, so random luck.
Kinda more guessing. Your friends got with Newgash and where he was, so he assumed that there might be other people that are around the area in this area.
And you know what we're trying to do, right?
No, but whatever you're trying to do, I hope it doesn't screw us over.
You seem like a nice guy. I wouldn't want to do that. And Alois is also a nice guy, and he wants to just help everyone. Isn't that right, Alois?
He kind of just like does a so hand motion.
He's lived in the woods for a long time. You gotta cut him some slack. He's a bit rough around the edges, but you'll warm up to him.
Oh, okay. What would I have you? Roll a. Because he rolled an intelligence check when you said that, specifically woods.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to think like what you could roll to see if he could not get that, or I guess roll like a deception check just in case.
How about I roll intimidation and make him forget?
This is more just in a moment for just me to see if he
deception?
gets it or not. Yeah, just like a deception check.
Alright, my big
You're not trying to deceive him, but
my big -1 with a 16.
oh wow, he just beats you, but he got a 17.
Oh damn it! If only I didn't have a -1.
Yeah. No. He like snaps his finger when you say that. It's like, you're okay. That's interesting. We'll talk about that later. That might be important. But yeah. You two, follow me. I'll show you a path to get you somewhere safe. And he just motions you guys to follow him down the stairs.
All right. I will walk behind Alois, just in case anyone does manage to see us. Like, you know,
Yeah.
at least I'll be behind them so that they could get away because I'm a stealthy boy.
Yeah, Alois is Alois gets behind him, and you guys go out the back door of this house and onto the back alleys, and you see Robert taking you slowly through each different alleyway around the city, uh, almost almost like second nature, like he's following a path that he's gone through several hundreds of times, and like moments where guards pass by, he just very casually just either out in the open, just acting like nothing is out of the ordinary, or just bypassing them completely without you guys noticing.
Mm-hmm.
And he eventually takes you to a small house in one area that you're unaware of. But one thing you do notice that each time you pass by a certain area, nothing makes sense. But the one thing you know or can spot easily is that everywhere you pass by, there's an oak tree. At least every 10 or so minutes of just walking around.
Okay. We'll definitely have to ask about that when we get there.
Yeah. But he brings you along to a house and takes both you and Alois inside, and opens the door and just motions you both in. It's like, stay here, you two. Just stay here for a second. I'm gonna go try and find some others. There are no others with you, are there?
No, it's just me and Eloise were the ones that stay behind, so the rest of them could explore the city unhindered.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go do some rounds. Another one of us should probably come around here, try to find you, take you to the safe house that we have. This
Does he
is
have a
just
name?
a stop for now. Tygash, that's his name.
And sure. Just make it sure in case someone else comes up and they're like, "Hey, I'm with Now I have a name."
Yeah, and he gives each of you a handshake as he goes back out the door and back onto the streets, and that is when we come back to you guys.
Oh, I don't talk to Eloise.
Out. Did you want to say something to Alois?
I wanted to see what he thought about Robert, but it's fine.
I mean, yeah. If you ask him his thoughts, be just like, I assume you ask him what he thinks. Like, I read him as best as I can. He didn't seem like any other people that are around here. He seemed honest. At least that much I can trust.
Yeah, I when he was telling about Estar and all them, I was a little worried that maybe he was like captured him or something, but he's straightforward and honest guy.
No, I didn't get anything like that from him.
Wasn't expected. Wasn't it? You know what? I'll say it. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting any kindness here.
I mean, with how shitty this place is, I wouldn't be surprised if there were people here trying to go against it.
Sorry about the whole forest. I'm a stress talker.
You're good. I doubt that guy's gonna be blurting out anything. But yeah, you sit and wait, and just to go over real quick. Eventually, after about an hour to, or about 2-3 hours, you would see that the light out the window would start to dim a little, and eventually you would see a man enter into the door very casually, and you see a half-orc man, probably not man, but more like a late teens, would come in. He would introduce himself as Tygash, and would just tell you to wait a bit. This would also be a moment where you guys would start to hear commotion outside the house, very quick, within the span of like probably half a minute to a minute before he goes back out, and that's when the rest of you meet with Tygash and come into the house that he's leading you all into. And that is also where the rest of you see Dolkin and Alois, who are waiting inside that house.
Oh, we're already here. Hell yeah.
Huge.
Yeah. Well, as soon as Dolkin sees them, he'll be like, he'll smile at them and be like, "Oh gosh, it took you guys so long." But then he'll stand up and walk over and give them all a big hug.
As you hug us, just
Turkey.
And then
How did
And
you
like
guys?
he might be hugging everybody by the waist, but he actually grabbed Hank by the
Then
By
but
the
like he
head.
wrapped it by the
Yeah.
head, and so like it's just my head that's in between everybody else.
He's like in a chokehold right now.
yeah, but as you guys are hugging, you see Tygash, who quickly closes the door. It's like, no, you guys can hug fucking later. Get down, hide somewhere.
Then as Dolkin lets go, he goes like Hank is
As he says that, and you guys just start to hear this just bombardment of just all over and around you. Everyone, I need you to roll stealth checks.
Could I cast without trace is not it's not verbal, is it? What? Let me I'll just post it. Let's see.
It is
Pass
verbal.
without trace
It
is
is-
verbal, somatic,
it is
and
ver-
material.
And
I mean, can't you whisper it though?
I don't know if I'm allowed to do that.
Unfortunately, he's not a sorcerer.
So do the benefits outweigh the cons of casting pass without a trace? Probably not.
I would say in the moment you would not have time to cast pass without
Okay.
trace.
All right.
no that yeah.
Just hit the floor.
Stealth.
Oh dear
Walk
Lord.
the dinosaur.
Oh no.
Oh my
this
god.
This is going to be, let's see.
Don't worry. This is why we have Ma here.
Oh wait, I gotta open Angelina's sheet too.
A lot of people you gotta roll for.
Yep. Fucking Angelina, there you are. Jesus. Make it easier for me, boo.
Oh, it almost would. It almost landed on one.
So stealthy, Angelina.
And
Mishana's kind of
do
bleeding everywhere.
Alois
Can't
as
help it.
well.
Oh.
Oh, look at me and Alois. We're family.
Yeah, we're
The same
family.
stealth.
Don't worry.
And
This
Yeah,
they
you guys
stick
both
together
drop
and
down to
hide
the ground
together.
in the exact same way.
Don't worry. Me and Ma are family.
No.
Oh my God.
Oh dear Lord.
Whoa, what are you
no.
doing?
She's
What's
hungry.
this? What's this? 2 inspiration points that Ma has? Well, let's put that down to 1 real quick.
She's hungry. We haven't fed her.
Oh my god, that's way better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's fix that, and Tygash gets a pretty good one.
Uh,
So you all immediately just duck down. You all immediately just duck down and get onto into various different areas, onto the furniture in different rooms, uncarpeted areas in this house, and just
Vashana
wait
tries
as you.
to
Vashana gets on,
drop
gets on
down,
top
but like
and
she
stands
accidentally
on-
like slams her head into the ground.
Yeah,
she
Vashana
slams her-
gets on the floor, walks the dinosaur.
Yeah. Vashana tries to get on top of Angelina.
She immediately pushes you off.
Yeah, and that's why she goes, ow!
Yeah, but as you all do, you hear this scratching everywhere that has to be, maybe from what you can tell and what you know, maybe 5 or 6 of these creatures that might have heard the commotion around here. And you hear one just kind of like skittering and stop at the door and just...
Voices. Oh my god, Isaiah.
Impressive.
And then, yeah, and you hear, and you just hear this like demonic chittering and chattering outside the door before it just leaves and goes away. And you hear this commotion of these claws moving about, just going around these houses before. After about a minute, they all disperse and it seems to get quiet.
I'll wait for Tygas to say we're good.
Yeah, I will also look to Tygash.
Yeah, you see the half orc, the young half orc boy, which I didn't describe him before in the mist. He seems to definitely have more elven traits than the orcish traits. But where the orcish traits are, they definitely stick out. He's got kind of like almost like a dusty blonde hair that kind of comes down a little. He's got very striking blue eyes as well, kind of very smaller tusks that go up, and fine features like an elf as well. And you guys, Estelar and Hank saw his mother before. You can tell probably where he got those looks from, but
He's kind of a
also,
cutie.
yeah, also seems to have a bit of ruggedness to it. He's definitely, very built and strong looking as well, probably from his father as well. But he kind of like holds up his hand, just waits and just okay, I think we're good.
So did they look injured? I know the
yeah.
intro you said they look injured, so...
Vashana's bleeding quite a bit.
So would Estelar. Well, yeah. Very much so.
Out of everyone, Esthar and
Hank.
Vashana seem to be the most injured.
Hank stubbed his toe on his way in here.
Angelina, surprisingly, not injured at all.
Well, Dolkeen, even though this probably is not gonna matter, when Tygash says it's okay, because Dolkeen would have saw the injuries, he would have just been too happy not to hug them. He'll go ahead and cast some cure. You know, at first he'll cast he'll cast healing spirits on Vashana, so she can have a. Even if this isn't relevant, Dolkeen doesn't want to see his friends hurt. So you get the 3d6 plus 1.
I think it's just I think it's just a d6.
Oh, yeah, it's just d6. You just get it 3 times.
D6, 1 plus your spellcasting ability.
Yeah, so I get
yeah, 3. Yeah, that's the amount of uses you have for it.
So it is
3 times. 3d6.
And then he'll walk up to Eslar and give her a cure wounds. You know what? Considering I have 4 spells.
Ouch.
Yikes!
That's alright. I was only down 10.
Oh, okay. And then he'll give you 2 cure wounds. I don't know. Oops, that's fine.
Why'd I roll 2d8?
I think I accidentally clicked level 2.
No, you clicked level 1.
Well, cure wounds is 1d. It rolled 1d8.
Did
You
it?
say
Well,
1d8.
on my screen.
Oh yeah, it rolled 2d8 on my screen as well.
I only see 1d8 plus 2.
But I do.
I also only see-
on the dice roller, I have the dice roller open.
Oh, yeah, no, I only see the 1d8 plus 2.
That's what,
Which one did it take?
The 4.
The lower one.
Yeah. How bad does that still look, by the way, Crystal?
Alois would also
Kind of bad.
Alois would also come over to you and cast cure wounds on you. 'Cause
Brother.
considering he'd want you to save your spells as well, Dolkin.
I think 2 and 1 will be fine. So
Okay, yeah. But he'll also come over and cast cure wounds on you. So
that's 1 second level fog cloud and 2 first level fog clouds.
and you get back an extra 10 from him.
There you go.
Damn.
22
Would you believe that I'm
HP.
still not fully healed?
You're better than you were before.
I was down over half my health. I know you were down a lot lower. But...
I was, because I was like, no, they will not hurt my boys.
Yeah, Dolkin just gives you a big hug, gives you like a rub on the shoulders, like it will be okay, Ashel. All right. Okay.
I'm fine, but thanks you for
So,
I feel much better.
If you want another one, like I'm fine with only having 1 fog cloud to cast.
No, I literally, I was kind of just like kidding. Well, not kidding. I'm only 1 HP away from being full, but.
Oh. Well then, Dolkin be like, so, want care to explain what happened?
We kind of we're looking for him, and she points over to the half orc gentleman.
Oh. Well,
And we got a little lost. We were on our way back to find you, Dolkin, and well, we weren't as quiet as we thought we were.
Those things out there. Yeah, Tygash at this point. They're kind of bitches to fight. They're annoying too. Hard to go down.
Yes, the resistance to fire is not fun.
But you guys fought them?
We killed 2 of them.
Oh, good, good.
And there was still a lot out there.
Oh,
But now we know
yeah,
they can be taken
yeah.
down.
Yeah, well,
Yes, but-
no, the unfortunate thing is 2 is just a drop in the pond for these things.
And it took a lot to kill just the 2.
Probably for you. And Hank slaps his guns.
Hank flexes.
Flexes really hard.
And Vashana just goes, yeah, no, Hank, the only people who are actually able to do magical damage to them who did, most of the damage.
Oh, that's a lie.
But how did you two get here?
We walked.
Oh, that's a fucking given, but how did you walk here?
Oh. Well,
I
With
thought
his
you were going
legs.
to stay in the house all day. What happened?
Well, Alois kind of speaks up. And does pointing towards Tygash. He's like, well, one of his buddies came and brought us here, actually.
And Vashana will just turn and look at Tygash and go, wait, why the fuck are you here, even?
Because my old man said that there were some wayward travelers that were out here that were getting lost. So he wanted me to make sure that you guys were safe and to find and make sure that we could get you here safe. Though I wasn't expecting, kind of just like a big hand motion towards all of you, this kind of motley group.
What's
Thank
wrong
you,
with
you-
us?
Your vote of confidence instills so much joy in us.
Look, you got a fucking Minotaur guy with you. If you haven't noticed, there ain't any fucking Minotaurs here.
Yes,
But
we're
he
well
left him at
aware.
home.
That's why he stayed at home with the other druid.
He's not that bad if you just close the door on him.
Yeah.
It's not bad, but he'll still get like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
That's just more reason to get you guys to a safer place.
I sat in your room and I watched it paint dry all day.
As you should.
Did it dry quick or slow?
Oh, it was. I'm pretty sure I've like reached a new state of being.
Oh. Can you, taste colors now?
Oh, I can taste more than colors.
Oh, hell yeah.
Fascinating.
Regardless of all that, I can get you guys to where you'll be safe around here, or we can lay low. What the hell are you guys doing here, anyways?
We're here to deal with your
Problem.
religion problem.
We were actually trying to find you, which
That
is
too.
surprising.
Man. You guys won't be the first trying to take it down, trust me.
Yes,
But we
are
will
the-
be. But we will be
The
the
damn
last.
sure be the last.
Because we will succeed.
We are also the first to have the entirety of, an army on our side.
Really?
But-
And where's that army?
But
Prince
Hey,
Conrad.
what's this right here?
Prince,
Flex.
Prince Conrad.
Quiet down, dwarf man. That'll just get you killed faster.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Prince Conrad and the rest of the army from Nazareth will be arriving in the next day or so. As well as the Druid forces.
Kind of takes a pause there for a minute, just like, eyebrows go up a bit, like, okay, whoa, All right, I'm probably not the guy you want to talk to about all this. I'm just the guy who goes and ferries people around. You probably want to talk to my old man.
We, as far as I'm aware, and she looks at Estelar and Hank, already have a little bit. But if we could get in the private area to have a conversation with him, it would be most appreciated.
Yeah, we got an area under the shop that we hide people in.
Do you think you could get us there tonight, or is it a little too dangerous to move?
I know the streets like the back of my hand. We'll get you there fine.
do the frost
And
demons
that-
also know the streets like the back of their?
They know everything like the back of their hand, but my hand's better.
Oh. Indul can inspect his
that-
hands.
And that's when you look at the back of your hand and realize you suddenly have a pimple that you didn't realize was there.
It's pimples on your hands.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! No, he just like holds it. He like holds up his hand, like puts it
Point.
near his face. Dude's got perfect complexion. He's like my mom wouldn't allow that.
He pulls out a bottle
right.
of moisturizer.
Imagine if it were that easy.
Imagine, if you will.
Oh, right, elves. And Vashana just kind of scratches at her arm.
Just to say my mom wouldn't allow me to get pimples.
My mom wouldn't allow me to get pimples.
All right.
God.
Well, all right. Well, if you guys got anything, you look. Oh, he points towards it. You guys got the magic. You guys got the magic bullshit to do cool things. So if you got anything to make this easier, that'd probably help a little bit.
Wait, somebody's calling me.
I could help.
I can do it, stud.
Vashana just turns and looks at. Oh my god, what's his name? Oh my god, I can't
Hank?
remember your fucking brother's name.
Eloise.
Eloise. Thank you. Vashana turns and looks at Eloise. I think we should let the druid who has cast the least amount of spells today take care of it.
Yeah, I can do it. Yeah, if sis need, yeah, it just looks. He's like, no offense, sis, but you look like you got the little shit beat out of you.
I am doing just fine, I'll have you know. I have plenty of spells left for the day.
Right.
But I will let you take care of it if you want to. Just this once.
Vashana just turns and looks at Estelar and goes, "How the fuck do you still have spells?"
Dead.
Meanwhile,
I'm better than you.
Meanwhile, Angelina looking through her book is like, I still have some.
We've
Ac-
not
ac-
fighting for
ac-
that
actually a-
long.
Actually, a lot.
Yeah, kind of, but
I've
not
only
actually.
got one in.
And to think, I was gonna have Dolkin RP with Eloise and call Eloise Dick because I was gonna have Dolkin forget his name and be like, "Hey, Dick," and then he.
What the fuck you just say?
You fucking dick.
It's just, and then Dolkin would have been like, "Well, I remember Mom and Pop, but SR only ever called you Dick."
Called him an ass.
His dick ass, nothing nice.
That's fair. But Tygash just kind of standing around. It's like opens the doors a crack, looks left, looks right, looks up, looks down unnecessarily, and looks back to all of you. It's like, all right, while there's no patrols out yet, let's start heading out. And
I'll stay near the back again.
Alois will cast Paths Without a Trace on everyone. So.
Hell yeah.
You get everybody?
Yep.
Oh,
So, assumedly you all walk out and follow Tygash through the city streets.
Just roll stealth, or are we good?
Yeah, I will. Yeah, just I'll ask you all to roll stealth checks.
In case
still.
we all get nat ones.
Yeah, just in
Okay.
case we all get nat ones, and then we bring down the wrath of the city on all of us.
20.
19.
That's a survival, Dolkin.
What? Oh, I
That's
clicked the wrong
survival.
one. I clicked the wrong one. 29.
That's still the same. That's still the same modifier, but yeah. And 20 and a 30 for Angelina.
Oh.
She's so stealthy today.
She's got a +4 in Dex.
Alois is gonna roll nat 20 though.
I believe.
It's his good
We'll
stuff.
also do. We'll
Brother.
also do Ma.
Oh, ma.
But that's
She
still
took
a
my
19.
she took my roll.
Yeah, that's still a 19 though. Alois, because he'll roll a 14 like his sister. He'll roll a 5, but that is a 15. And Jace.
He said he'll be
I
right
think
back.
Jace-
His mom's
yeah,
calling
Jace
him,
is-
so it's a
Fucking Tygash gets a 34.
Wow. What a stealthy boy.
I guess I'll just roll for Chase.
Yeah, just roll for
his
Chase.
mama called him, so
Didn't mute himself either.
He never does.
he never does that.
Nope.
He's got noise suppression on his
Okay, and a 22 for Hank.
Wow. He's been rolling bad.
Well, I mean, we just all roll better than him. We all know that Hank is a
It doesn't matter what your stats
Yeah.
are.
Hank
You just
is-
roll good.
Hank is a bottom tier character.
Trash gear.
Except
Yeah,
in combat.
actual.
He's not even useful in combat.
Right.
He doesn't even take hits. He can't. I'm pretty sure he has 1 HP.
But so you all, with moments where you think will have some difficulty in places. In places, both Ma and Alois kind of like trip over a boxer barrel, or Ma Mom goes over into a street where they're just full of people before getting dragged back by you, Dolkin.
Yeah, Dolkin grabs her by one of the legs and is just like, no, pulls her back in.
Just followed by a very, very quick as she gets pulled back in, and then just people are like, huh? What was that? That must have been the keep going. And always like knocking over a box and be like, oh fuck. Before also getting pulled into an alleyway as a guard comes around. I was like, huh? That must have been the wind.
Yeah, by Estelar. Rips him back into the alleyway.
But Tygash does lead you all back to Hightail Goods and Services, not to the front of the building, but actually takes you into a building right next to it that looks to be like probably like a butcher shop right behind it, but opens up a back door to it and leads you into a very isolated room. That just seems to be just stone walls all around it, with no doors leading anywhere. But there also looks to be a staircase that leads down, heading to a hallway that leads into the direction underneath Tygash's, or underneath Hightail Goods and Services.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and leads you all inside.
Is it illuminated down here? Like, are there like lights underground, or?
Not in this hallway, but you do see the peaks. You do see like a bit of light past what is underneath a door at the end of this hallway. And Tygash opens the door and leads you all into a. I can probably change up the music now. Don't need it to be this haunting.
Yeah, put the rain back on. That's what we want.
Is it raining?
No.
Is it raining? Is it raining underground?
No.
Well, there's birds underground.
There's birds underground.
That's not it. Hold on. Trying to find the right one. We can. That can work for now. Yeah. So, Tygash leads you all into this room, and inside it, you see at least a dozen or so people that are just kind of hanging around in makeshift beds, out of hammocks. Some that are just made of loose cotton and hay, that are just spattered around the area. Seems to have no area leading upwards into the actual store above you. Seems to be the only one entrance that is leading into here. You see torches lit, keeping a very nice warmth, as well as a metal barrel in the middle, and around several different areas to keep nice warm fires going as well. One thing you notice is that the majority of people look like they're injured as well. You see people with bandages covered up over their face, people who have like slings over their arms. You see one man who looks to be a dwarf as well, just has an arm missing. And is laying on a what actually looks to be a properly made bed for him that he's laying down. He looks like he's unconscious but sleeping.
Are any of them like being treated, or?
You do see actually, if I can pull up her name again. Sorry, I gotta pull up my notes and find her name again.
Mm-hmm.
You see, you guys wouldn't know. You guys wouldn't know who she is, but Estelar and Hank would know. You would see that elven woman that was New Gash's wife, Tyla, would actually be there attending to the people. Seems she has medical supplies with her and is actually by one person seems to be like a half elf man, just looks more injured recently than the rest of them, changing out bandages and gauze for him.
Dolkin will. I don't know if Dolkin can approach her.
Yeah. Well, as you guys enter, like Tygash just like holds up his hand to her. It's like, "Hey, Ma, brought the people that Dad said about." And she turns to her. It's like, "Oh, lovely, good." Then stands up after finishing up with the man who thanks her. And if you want to approach her,
Yeah,
you can.
Dolkin will walk up and he'll like extend his hand and be like, "The name's Dolkin. Do you need help? You got a lot of injured people here."
She extends her hand. This is a explained to the others before, a very lovely high elf woman with very long blonde hair, very pretty as well. Just extends her hands out and clutches yours with both of hers and shakes it up and down, just like, "Oh, Tyla, I'm Nugash's wife above us. He should probably
Wow.
be down here shortly."
No, I've never seen Gash, but he must be a lucky guy.
Oh, he most certainly is. I'm also a very lucky woman, but
And this
no.
is Ma, and he'll move his head to the side, and she can see her big spider face.
Yeah, and then just it's just just the usual Mon noises, and she seems unfazed for the most part, but is just staring politely with a nice smile. It's like,
Can I insight?
lovely. Sure. Go
How
ahead.
How does she really feel?
That's what I want
I
you
know
to
you-
do from now on. Instead of actually making the mon noises, just say mon noises.
Mon
yeah.
noises.
Makes ma noise.
Wow.
This lady must see a lot of big spiders, and
Understandable.
seems nonplussed by it.
Non-plus.
Nonplussed.
It's
There's that word
again.
again that you like.
That word again. I
And
do
then
like that word,
Dolkin
nonplussed.
will like he'll pick Ma up off his back and like put her on the ground and be like, it probably won't be much, but I imagine you guys don't have a lot of bandages everywhere. And then Dolkin will pick up Ma, turn her around, and then be like, and then give her like a pat on the butt and be like, "Could you make some waves for me?"
And Vishaj is like, Tolkien, those aren't very sanitary.
No, you don't understand. And then he'll be like, "Just watch."
Tylo will put a hand on your shoulders, like, "I do appreciate that, but for the most part, people here are just getting over older wounds that they have. And the most recent and worst one would be," and she looks over to the dwarf man who's unconscious with an arm missing, would be him right there.
What happened to
and-
him?
In trying to help a couple people who are being accosted late at night, met with some of the guards and got injured.
Is that what happened to all of these people here?
She, Tyla, kind of like very sheepishly, kind of like rubs her hands together, and Tygash kind of steps forward and just holds his hand out to the room. It's like, "Yep, this is the resistance we told you about." No, he looks around, missing a couple people who are still out on patrol. The only other fully able bodies that we have. Looks over to you, Robert being one of them, who told me where you guys were.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, it's he kind of takes a seat on a crate near one of the fires. Yeah, that's this is the price we pay for trying to help people out in a shitty city like this.
Well,
Well, if there's
Hopefully, you won't have to suffer for too much longer.
we're here to help you with that problem. But if like I still have some. And he'll like wave his hands. He'll be like, magic. I can still if you need some help, like the night is the night's just starting. I don't want to see all these people injured, especially if you guys are fighting for something that even is right, especially something so noble.
Also, if you could speak with your husband, it would be most appreciated.
Yes, Nugash will be down here once the shop closes up upstairs. Still not closing time yet, so he'll be about maybe another hour or so. But yes, if you have any capabilities to help these fine people here, that would be greatly appreciated.
Tolkien will roll up his sleeves that you didn't know he was wearing the whole time. His
Holy
fur.
shit!
It's just
It's he's just got massive fucking muscles underneath.
He's got the tattoo that doesn't say mom on it, but it says ma.
It says ma.
it says am. It's backwards.
Yeah.
No, yeah, well that'd be ham.
Oh,
It says ham.
Ham.
Yeah, it spells
It says
ham.
ham backwards. It'd be like, oh, yeah,
Oh, who's ham?
He's like, no, and then he'll point at it and be like, ma.
It says
oh, it's
ma.
upside. Oh, it's upside
Yeah,
down.
it's upside down.
Yeah.
No, wait. If it was upside down, then it'd be
it would say
yaw.
wa.
Wah.
No, it'd be.
It would be wa.
It'd be
No, it'd be yaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it'd be yaw.
you know, Dolky might know how to.
It's in fucking Gungan. It's in Gungan.
Yeah, but yeah, Dolkin will follow her and be like, I don't want to see you guys suffer. That's never fun. I imagine you guys, all these people have families that they want to get home to. So
I don't think so. Gungan.
I can also help. You might need it. I have a bit
Bam.
of healing magic.
Tygash kind of standing there is like, appreciated. Families, yes. To go back to, no. They're taken over, for lack of a better terms.
by the guards.
No, Dulkin.
Yeah.
The religion.
The religion is the guards too.
But if we take out the religion,
And their
Sure,
families
but-
come back.
yes.
Well, maybe. Let's not get our hopes up on that.
And as Dolkin is following her, he will use his healing spirits, and he'll spawn three little spiders that'll jump around in his hands, and he'll just walk behind her and wait for her to like point towards people that will need the healing.
Yeah. And you know what? Hold on. You know what? Aww.
You know what, Isaiah? Can I make an executive decision?
Uh-huh.
Can we reroll that?
Do you want to waste her other inspiration point on something meaningless like this?
You know what? No. And I mean, an 8 isn't bad if these people aren't like bleeding or overly injured. You know.
She doesn't get near the people. Like some of them just have like what looks to be like bandages that need to be like replaced and cleaned.
Yeah.
And Ma like tries to get up to like a couple people, and they're, a couple people aren't like keen with like a giant spider around her, but she makes like some webbing that she actually gives to Tyla, and she's like, "Your spider is very well mannered."
Yeah, and you can. I'll tell you right now. I've actually used those webs to patch out some of my wounds, and it'll give Ma a rub in the head. And be like, they're and yeah, they are a little sticky. So, but I promise you, they'll stop the bleeding.
Well, maybe they'll be good for keeping things in place.
Oh, see, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, but yeah, you heal up a majority of people. It seems a lot of these people, they are pretty beat up. It just seems that it's wounds that they've also been taking care of for quite a while. Seems like some of them have like broken bones that need a little more time with getting fully healed up. But the healing that you provide around does seem to be a couple more people up off their feet. And seeing that Alois also not wanting to just stand around also helps out as much as he can too.
Yeah, like if like Dolkin doesn't want to see anybody like get injured when they're doing something so just. So if I have to use like a cure wounds as well, I'll always keep
Nah.
one to walk club, but okay.
Nah, you're fine.
Okay.
Just say you just go and give some basic healing around. I won't make you waste spell slots for that.
Little jumping spiders, jumping on people.
Yeah. Yeah, but
while they're doing that, Vashana's gonna just kind of saddle up to Tygash and be like, could I bother you for some parchment? Perhaps a journal and some quill. I do have a lot that I would like to write down so I can have it more concise.
Yeah, sure. He reaches into a bag he has and hands you a little bit of journal that seems he opens up to a back page that's been filled out. Seems like the other front pages are filled out.
I was hoping
And it hands you a ink bottle that's corked right now, and also a quill.
I was hoping he would just hand her some toilet paper.
No.
Thank you. And Vashana will take that and just kind of bow slightly to him, and we'll head over to an unoccupied corner and just kind of motion for Angelina to come join her. She sits down and basically she starts diagramming out everything that her and Angelina investigated and starts making notes of where there were windows, where the bell tower was, everything that the whole group investigated today.
Gotcha. Yeah, she'll help you out with that. Do Esthar and Hank do anything?
I was gonna help Dolkin like heal people.
Hell yeah.
Okay. I'll say you and your brother go around helping people together. Eloise kind of making a little jab, like, no, me say how much I don't care about city folk, but here I am helping them out.
Hank doesn't. He's not really much of a healy person.
He'll help them out in a different way, and he pulls his knife out.
I'll raise their pain by making it non-existent.
Yeah. They won't
do.
suffer if they're dead.
If they're
I do.
lucky.
I do have a regular healing pote.
You can. I assume you can see Dolkin and Eslar and Eloise healing people, so probably don't waste a potion.
Using their supplies to heal them.
I'll say you pull out the potion for a second and see everyone healing them up, but you get the idea that despite their healings, that the people around here are still pretty banged up. Seems just old injuries that they've been nursing for a while that just need to heal, and you just put your healing potion away.
And Vashana will, seeing this, just kind of motion to Hank and be like, "Come help us out, Hank. Also, I would like my spyglass back."
Oh yeah, forgot. And then Hank will give the spyglass back.
Thank you. Now, does this look right to you?
The person.
No, she shows you the drawings that she's been making of everything that we scattered out the other day.
Oh,
Missing a few trees.
Yeah. I'd say that's good enough.
Okay. How are we going to do this? And Vashana just kind of puts her head in her hands and kind of curls up a little bit. And
Yeah.
You can tell she's visibly frustrated.
Yeah. As you guys just sit there for a bit, you see Tyla go up and Tygash just staying down with everyone. Seems to be doing check-ins with the other people, just seeing how they are. Seems very friendly with a lot of the people here. And after a little bit, you do hear some footsteps coming towards the door, and now everyone seeing, you see opening the door, you see this very large and burly orc man, kind of coming in with, again, big tusks, kind of short hair, again with that little kind of like Star Wars Padawan little braid on the side of his hair. Seems to be an aesthetic look that he's trying to make for himself.
Hell yeah.
And kind of clothes that are a little too tight on his body, but seems fine. But
For for the wife to enjoy.
Yes. Gotta see those 6-packs.
Exactly.
But he pushes open the door and walks. He's like, "Oh, well, there's those people that we're looking for." Oh, and he looks over to you, Esthar and Hank. Oh, it's good to see us. Glad to see that I didn't have any problems with the cities getting here.
Oh, hello, Nugash.
And Vashana takes her head out of her hands at this point and looks up. Oh, forgive me, I was busy thinking. And she'll stand up and just kind of curtsy. Pleasure to make your acquaintance, Nugash.
He kind of looks. He doesn't have a skirt, but does a curtsy as well, doing the same motion. Oh, the pleasure's mine.
Talking to is just like being over by a bunch of the patients with the, just talking to them, making sure like they keep their spirits high. He'll look over and he'll give them a smile and a big wave and be like, hi. I assume you're Nugash.
Yes, I am.
Thanks for sending people for me and Alois, by the way.
Well, I figured, which points over to Hank and SR, which those people that has confused looks on their face like them, so there might have been more people out there that were news, so the best to do some investigating around.
And Vashana will just kind of motion to Angelina, who I'm assuming is still by her.
Yeah.
I'm Vashana Kiltara, and this is Angelina.
Yeah, Angelina does a little bow too, not saying much. It's like, oh, well, it seems that we might all have a bit of some things to talk about.
Yes.
He looks over to Tygash, like, Tygash, why don't you go back up and look to make sure that Robert and the others come back safe? It's like, can do, Dad. All right, well, kind of stands up, gives a wave to all of you. It's like, y'all stay safe.
Thank you again, Tagash. It is greatly appreciated.
That's what I do. And he'll walk out, and Nugash standing there will just take a seat, place a box in front of the door, and just kind of like take a seat. He's like, the old Bones is doing some rattlings around. Alrighty, well, it's a bit interesting to see some new faces here, especially you. Points to Udokin. Yeah, I haven't seen any of you. Haven't seen anyone like you here since they closed down and made restrictions on the city after the little war a couple years ago.
Dalkin will like let go of the hands of like one of the people that like he was just like lying on the bed. He'll like let go and like give him a little pat and be like, and start making his way over, and he'll like pick Maul up, like start making his way back, and he'll find like he'll sit like crisscross in front of him and be like, you wouldn't imagine how hard it is getting around the city. But yeah, I even had to stay back with Eloise. Everyone else got to go and have fun and explore the city without me.
I wouldn't call it fun, son.
Well, no.
I certainly wouldn't call it fun.
No. Definitely it didn't seem fun when they came back and they didn't look all too good.
Vashana will pull out her broom and just kind of sit on it, like it underneath her crossway, and she'll just be floating there just ever so slightly and be like, yes, we had the unfortunate meeting of two of those fine frosty fucks.
The frost demons. Yeah, no, they're there's a reason there's a curfew out. That's one of the reasons. Those little beasties that they have out there are only ever really under control when they have the odd few people to go out and snack on.
Why don't they snack on the guards?
Who says they don't?
Well, two of them are dead now, which is, of course, a drop in the bucket, but it's something.
Well, there's a good amount of them, but the more that are dead, the better.
In addition, I'm certain you heard the announcement earlier today about the deserters.
Deserters?
Oh, there was a captain, someone who was in the Crusader armor, best I could describe it, and he burst into the bar and told everyone that there were deserters.
Oh, that wasn't what I heard. I heard that I heard some guards were missing. That's why they're putting a curfew down.
If I can remember my count correctly, 3 on the top of the wall, 1 inside of the wall.
They kind of looks at you. He's like, they didn't say where they were. They just said that there were some guards missing.
And Vashana just looks at Hank and is like, "Isn't he still in the bag?"
Oh,
Eh?
maybe.
I don't think we ever took him out other than to take his clothes.
Leave
Wait.
him in there.
How about we leave him in there?
Wait,
There's no
I
reason
don't-
to take him out.
Yeah,
Wait,
I
wait,
don't.
wait, I'll do it. The new guy kind of points the finger at Holly. That was you that did that?
Yes, that's how we got in.
May
Wait.
have been.
So that's how you got into well, you came from the wall.
Aye.
Over the wall.
Up and
Oh.
over, actually.
Climbed over the wall and took out some guards while we were over there, and then we snuck
And then
down, and then a little bit of acting needed to be performed.
Unfortunately, that
By
dwarf
yours
and elf
truly.
are well, the dwarf is probably missing me, because I told him I'd come back and take him to a party, but the elf was a little sus of me.
Oh, you always says, kind of like rolls his hand around, trying to like, all right, so it does starts counting all of you, the 6 of you, then looks to you, Dokin, looks at Ma, 7 of you, came into the city over the wall, those guards are missing because of you, and now you're in the city hiding. Why?
We're
We,
here
uh,
to
uh,
remove your religion problem.
By yourselves?
No.
We have
The original idea, yeah.
We have to take care of the religion problem ourselves, but thankfully we have Nazriel on our side. And the druids, of course.
Wait. You kind of like pauses, kind of like has his fingers together, like putting pins in places. Like, wait, the capital's coming here.
Prince Conrad is but a day and a half away.
You was bringing a fight to you was bringing a fight to Barshon?
That
The
was the
attack is
plan.
already planned. We hit the
Huh.
west wall.
Huh. He kind of just sits there for a second. It's like, it's about time something like that happened. No, we tried that a little bit ago. Once things started getting a little screwy around here, a little small army of the citizens tried to step up, but that's when the city played its cards by showing them demon thingies.
We believe that the source of your religion is the source of those demons, and will be the penultimate factor in deciding the outcome of the upcoming battle.
Well, we figured that out a while ago. We that church is there's a lot to talk about actually. You might all want to sit down. Let's call it a exchange of information. We should say.
Very well. We're listening.
So, for sake of brevity, I'll just say you all tell him what you guys are doing here, the plan with the druids and Prince Conrad, Nazrul, the army that's coming here, like what you've decided on so far as a plan of attack,
Mm-hmm.
or at least what you're getting to.
Yep.
And he kind of like sits there, nods, listen to each of you, speak individually about what's going on. Kind of like rubs his chin, like, okay. I think I'm starting to get it. He kind of looks to the room. He's like, I don't know if we'd be able to be of much help in that regard, but I think there might be something we on the inside, the few of us that are still out there trying to help out the people, could probably do to help you.
Your assistance in maneuvering around the city, especially with Tolkien, is greatly appreciated.
There's one thing we could do, but yeah, we could probably help in keeping civilian casualties as low down as we can. I know there's he kind of like puffs up his chest, but he's like, I'm not the only one who's got a bit of a militia down here. There's a couple other places that are spread around the city. I just got this quadrant under lock and key for safety. There's some other areas around here that do the same thing.
You know,
Wondering.
I did have a question.
Hey, oh shit.
But if so do people willingly sign up to go to the church?
No, Tolkien. If you remember, I told you, no one is allowed inside the church. It is required at least once now, twice a week, to show up for a sort of group service, a group worship, where the bishop or pastor or whatever you will comes out, and he's this weird fucking looking like Raven Kenku. He's all black and very kind of
Whoa.
Vulture,
vulture, right?
not Raven.
He's very uncomfortable.
No, but so do.
Oh,
but
you
does that
talk.
mean
Oh,
that-
you should talking about Pontiff Malkovich. Yeah, that's a right bastard right there. I'd love to take that little skinny neck of his and just kind of just like does a strangling motion.
Agreed.
then how do people? Then if people know what's happening in the city, why would anyone want to go be a guard?
They don't.
So how are you all able
Why is
to?
there so many gods?
And why is there so many? And how are you all not being forced to be guards as well?
Well, let's say we is all good. That's keeping low and lying's very good and not standing out too much. But
That
where
seems
do I
really
start?
cheesy.
Let me start by telling you a little bit about what's been happening here.
Long ago.
What's been happening here. So, my son wasn't always like this. I lived here for a good few years before the war with the old king of the capital, and before we set up the walls around the city. It was a nice city. The mayor himself was a decent guy, but that war broke out and things started changing around here. We found restrictions being put down everywhere, and originally those walls went up, and we thought that was to keep out the capital that we thought had gone corrupt, but after a bit we realized it was the opposite. It was backwards.
Oh, we should keep you guys in.
He nods his head. We're in the city because now we're put under. What's the human word for it? A totalitarian, I think is the fancy word you use for it.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Yes. At first things were pretty normal, but as people started realizing they couldn't leave the city, and people started disappearing, and people started joining the guards more, and along the walls that church started also being built in place of the mayor's sorry, the words are escaping me at the moment. The legislator house in the center city was slowly turned into that church. It was always a little weird, but people get confronted by the gods and have their little premonitions and visions and whatnot. But that wasn't the case. When people in the city started speaking up about everything that was going on, that's when the hand was played by Mayor Bartholomew. That's when we realized that whatever corruption was going down here, it goes down deep, very deep, and people who started acting out, people who started speaking up about things that were going around here, aren't allowed to leave. Only a very strict amount of people are actually allowed to leave, and those are people specifically who have benefits with speaking good things about the city, who are actually allowed to leave. And people who come in, well, it's either that or people who come in, they ain't allowed to leave either. The reason why we've got such a big militia and the guards and why there's a big military now is because, well, most of them they used to be citizens of the city too. Normal people. People who wouldn't think about becoming guards in the first place. People who get put under the, puts up his hands under the light of this Dracar that the church speaks so highly about. When you go into that church, whatever they do in there, they mess with your mind. They make you think things you didn't do before. People go in there and they come out and they ain't the same person anymore.
Yes, we have reason to believe that there is a ancient abyssal artifact that is the source of all of your Dracar's power.
Yeah, well, that would explain the demon beasties that are going around everywhere.
Yes. And it is our sworn duty to retrieve it and make sure it remains in the proper hands.
Well, we don't know much about the church, unfortunately, but we've been here a long time, so we've known what goes in and what goes out, and we did manage to get someone inside before, before they were, he kind of just like does a little, like motions around the, like a cuckoo motion,
Yeah, like indicating they're crazy.
brainwash, yeah. Before that happens, but they got information to us. Miss that old bastard. But kind of looks around. No, I should have some paper around here. Any of you just got paper on you?
And Vishana will flip the page in the journal that she was writing everything down and hand it to him.
Yeah, he takes the paper and takes the quill and puts out in front of you, just like on another little box, and starts writing. So, whatever's in that church, I don't know what's in it, but there's something in there that they're keeping secret that we can't find. So there's 3 floors to that. There's 3 floors to that church that we knows about. One is the main floor, which is the cathedral. Second floor is where all the church members stay and keep to themselves, and the third floor, as far as I know, is a storage room from our agent that we got inside. But unfortunately, there is from what we heard whispers about is I guess a basement as well, but there ain't anything on the first floor that we know about that leads anywhere below ground, so we don't know where that would be. My best guess would be where that would probably be where they keep all this secret doohickey going on. But we don't. There's no things on the outside that could lead to anywhere down there. Our man that got inside didn't see anything on the first floor that indicated, so either it's hidden very well or there's another way down there. But yeah, that's about all we got.
Vishana's just kind of single finger stroking her chin. So that's where a plan that I really didn't want to fucking do could potentially work. That was plan B.
What plan?
You might want to be a little covert if you're gonna go try and digging. That'd be pretty spotty and say, hey, don't go doing that, and they probably drag into the church.
You want to dig a hole?
dig a mole hole, but that was Plan B.
Oh.
Plan A was for one of us who is of resolute mind to be selected during the next worship.
Oh.
What does resolute mean?
Let's whatever plans you want to go down with that. I don't want to say what's a good and bad plan. I don't know it's your folks, but I would say that would not be a very good plan. There's a lot of peoples in there, and well, if they can't get you on their side, they might just kill you.
Fortunately,
Do they? How would they know? What if we had somebody that was
But
they're
lying.
really
a good
at lying.
performer?
Yeah.
Maybe who
yeah.
expected performance that day instead
Yeah.
of deception.
Well,
Maybe
Eh?
somebody who has a proficiency in performance.
I don't know what you're talking about. But someone is good. I mean, I guess you could try and make them believe that you're on their side. I don't know how effective that would be, but I guess that could be a plan.
I've done it before. It works decently enough.
Yeah, well, if I don't want to say is what's a plan for you as people, but whatever else I can tell you about, whatever we can provide for you, we've got it here. But whatever plans that you always do comes up with, I would like to help you as much as I can.
You know,
Much
Angelina,
appreciated.
or Vishana, sorry.
Yes.
I kind of, even though I don't like this idea, we do have, now that I'm thinking about it, we do have 2 guard outfits, right?
Yes, but
And-
they regular guards are not allowed in the church, Dolkin.
Oh, dang it.
It's only the higher ups, like the basically the crusaders that we fought in the forest.
Hmm.
But if we nabbed ourselves one of their outfits.
I'm pretty sure they know everyone who is a crusader. I don't think I would be able to pass it off.
Angelina, who's been kind of quiet the entire time, just kind of like sitting there, just like, well, we do have options. We do also have the possibility of using the army to distract them.
Yes,
Maybe use the chaos.
I don't want to go in there without at least knowing that what we're looking for is there, and I don't want the army to end up attacking and then us not being able to complete our objective and them having to fall back and lose a lot of men in the process.
Well,
That's
unfortunately, I mean, what if we do? Well, whatever we do find, she kind of like shrugs a bit. Well, what if we get caught trying to find it?
I know, it's... this is so fucked.
I'll she kind of just like stops like, I'll leave a decision to you guys about this.
Vishana's just rubbing her eyes. She's just...
Look, Vishana, it's like my dad always said. Which would you rather choose, a stalagmite or a stalactite?
Neither?
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, but you don't have a choice. You gotta pick one.
The lesser of two evils.
Yeah, so you choose the stalactite because it sticks tight to the ceiling, and not the stalagmite because it might poke you in the ass.
That's some good advice,
Well,
Dirk.
My dad would
I
tell
would
me that all the
actually-
time.
I would actually choose the stalagmite because it won't fall on my head.
but your butt cheeks. You
My
might fall
butt
on
cheeks
it.
are perfectly fine.
I don't think any of our decisions are gonna. None of them are gonna be good.
You're right. You're right.
Alois just kind of sitting there, just kind of like rubs his face a little bit. It's like, all right, so let's go over what we got and what plans we can make based off that. So, all the information we got, what do we got?
All right. So we know that there is no windows, no entryway into the church other than the main door on the ground level. Everything else
windows.
is everything else is elevated.
Oh, on the right, ground level. Sorry, I was
Yeah.
like, wait, I said there were windows.
Yeah, they're elevated though. Everything else is elevated, and it looks like it's made out of probably some sort of obsidian, something that would be very hard even for Hank to climb.
True,
Is it
true.
smooth all the way up?
But
There's no
It-
sort of ledges that he could grab onto.
but
Very
but what about Ma?
Ma could, but she would stick out like a sore mom.
Mob would be very easily noticed.
Hmm.
White on black is very noticeable.
Hmm.
But what if they turned into a cat? Say I turned into a little black cat to blend into the tower better if you will.
I don't think a cat would even be able to climb that.
Hmm.
I think you would need to be a spider or some sort of insect.
I could turn into a spider. Wait, can I turn into a spider? Climbing speed, right?
You
I
can turn to a spider.
I can turn into a spider. I could turn into a spider.
You could, but again, I don't know if you noticed, but there was very little life other than dogs and cats in the city.
Yeah, I did notice.
Well, it's not like we're gonna turn like here and then walk over there, and we'd get close, and then you know.
Yes, but still, that point remains. I don't think I saw a single spider while we were out and about.
There would have to be no one around if we did go that way.
Which
What
is
if we
very,
even did that at night?
Which
that would
would
be even more difficult with the demons, because the demons would be able to see you even more clearly.
Which, like, if we want to bypass that, Angelina's like, kind of like shrugs again. It's like, again, the battle with the army could be a distraction to keep them busy.
Yes.
They probably wouldn't notice anyone or try to think about anyone on the inside
You-
and try to deal with them outside.
I have a
True.
I have a question. Do we all know where the demons go when they're not outside?
No, we don't even know where they come from.
Looks towards Nugash.
Nugash looks at you and is like, unfortunately, I don't know that she's a hiding, so they disappears. I don't know what to do. They just seem to disappear whenever night hits.
Hmm. Well, we
Uh,
did. Well, during the rainy day, it was the day, and there was one outside the walls. So clearly, some of them stay out.
Well, it was close to night, though, wasn't it, Dulkin? Like, about dusk?
Yeah.
It was about evening.
They come out around dusk, as we have experienced today.
Or that's is it related to sunlight at all? Perhaps they just
Possibly.
don't come out in the sunlight.
It's quite possible. But, continuing on with what we know, the courtyard around the church, around the spire, is very populated. So populated, as a matter of fact, that we ran into the fucking mayor.
Did you do anything?
We just...
I wanted to bag him.
Oh, I mean, it was populated, but it wasn't like there were like hundreds of people there. Just like people like treating it like a park.
I'm not saying it was populated. I'm saying that there were people there.
Oh.
Yeah. And we were very cordial with him and complimented his wonderful city. I'm pretty sure stroking his ego got him off a little bit.
Hmm.
But in addition, we do know that there is a sermon or worship service that is required by almost everyone. Only certain people who have special exemptions do not have to attend. And she kind of gestures to Newgash.
And where do these sermons take place outside the church, right?
Yes, everyone gathers around, and the Grand Arbiter comes out, does his sermon, and on, I think, rare occasion, or potentially every single time, if there
Somebody's
is
calling me.
someone who is rather anti-conformist or isn't following the rest of the group, they are picked out by the guards and dragged before the Arbiter, and then forced into the church to never be seen again.
Well, so if this happens at the front of the church, wouldn't that be a good time to go around the back? And if we wanted to do our plan of climbing it, there is not going to be very many guards, there wouldn't be very many eyes, because they'd all be making sure that they could pull people out of the crowd.
There are a lot of guards in the area when it happens, though, Tolkien. I don't think we could get around behind without being seen.
Wait, we couldn't get around behind, like, sneak there, but what if we were there already?
Again, it's very open in that area. There's no place to
What, in the
hide.
back of it, it's open still?
A wide open courtyard entirely 360 around it, Tolkien.
Yeah, it is smack dab, like literally the only like large building in the middle of the park, in the center of the city.
There's no real place to hide.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, the only potential ways that I can see in, as Angelina has so aptly pointed out multiple times, and she just kind of gives her a stink eye with a shit-eating grin, we wait for the invasion and use the invasion as cover to launch our attack and, well, fly in, climb in, do whatever we have to, break the fucking stained glass, break down the main door, whatever. Or we do some scouting by having one of us be taken during the worship service, which I believe we have an additional one thanks to our actions earlier this week.
I just don't think that if one of us goes in, we'd be coming out easily.
Right.
Anyway.
I think we might have to do a combination of the two.
What do you mean get taken the morning of the invasion?
Get taken the morning of the invasion, and as soon as one of us is inside, start the invasion.
I guess Angelina could send a message being like, "Go
invade now."
Invade now."
That could work. I would feel better about it.
I think that might actually be the easiest way, because whoever ends up on the inside during the confusion could easily take out whoever is still guarding them, and then open up the door for the rest of them.
This could work.
Tolkien, and it's just like, well, and know who you want taken, but if I go, I at least have a way to try and make a getaway. I can.
Tolkien, I think you'll be killed on sight.
No.
Yes.
I mean, you might be right.
They are very much only humanoid here, Tolkien. You stick out like a sore thumb, and I'm pretty sure the guards would immediately recognize you as a threat and cut you down. Which is why we need to wait for the cover of the invasion before you move anywhere.
Oh, I assume we all turn and look at Hank.
It's either Hank or me.
Well, me.
Angelina just kind of like, I could also do it.
I don't want you on the inside, as you are our only line of communication with the prince.
I also agree with that.
I could also immediately, once I'm actually inside, give the word to do it.
We don't know if there's something inside that would block your magic.
Well, if it blocks my magic, then, well...
Well, blocks your magic from leaving the pillar, as it were.
Oh, that's something we also don't know. There's a lot of things we don't know about what happens when we're actually inside.
But I would rather go instead of you.
I think Hank is a pretty good option. Because, I mean, he can be stealthy. He can take out guards. I think if you had to fight, I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, but, like, you'd have, like,
If
Mom
I-
didn't make you enough
if-
pancakes.
If I had to fight, I would launch a fireball and immediately run for.
But it's the
fucking
same
wall.
thing we're talking about with Angelina. What if you can't do magic?
If I can't do magic, then
You won't
I'll
have your broom.
use
and then
my silver tongue.
I think our best choice would be Hank, because he can fight and flee, and if we
They-
can't use magic in there, and if they're all humanoid, he's a dwarf. Oh, he's a dwarf.
Well, most of Hank's ability to fight comes from surprising his opponents. I've never seen Hank fight very good in a one-on-one close quarters fight.
You're not wrong.
Looks to Hank.
Who can't
I-
defend himself? Because
Yeah, because Chase isn't here.
Ah, shit. Who can't defend himself? Shit.
So he has no idea what's being talked about right now.
Yeah.
That's okay. He knows I'm
Lashana-
right.
Lashana just kind of rests her head on her hand. We'll have to think about it.
what about you? Esther and Eloise? Do you have any input? Like, who should go?
I would be alright if it's going.
A druid might be good going in, as they would be able to wild shape and be
Yeah.
just a cat
Well,
or a dog.
Wild
I-
shape itself is all. He looks you. Wild shape itself is also magical. So if we're going on that line of thinking about things that would block magic, that if there was something blocking whatever magic is in there, that would also block that.
True. And a druid would be more apt at defending their mind.
I'm back. Sorry, boys.
Welcome
Now,
back.
is my wildfire spirit magic?
Very much
Yes,
so.
because it uses your wild shape to do it. So it is magic itself as well.
Okay.
So the only thing that isn't magic is Ma. Turns and looks at Ma.
Ma's made of magic.
Well, Hank isn't magic.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Was you going
Yeah.
inside, but you did, and then they started.
I-
and then they.
I mean, I think Hank would be just fine to go
Yeah.
inside.
Vashana,
then
Vashana, now that Hank is no longer comatose,
Yeah. Now that I'm no longer a
we
cardboard
can
cut, I've
we
turned
can
into a real
repeat
boy.
the parts of conversation
yeah.
involving Hank.
yeah,
I'm
Vashana will go. Well, Hank, thank you for rejoining us.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm glad to be here. Glad to.
You didn't hear the part where I dissed you, but I said that the only times that you're ever useful in combat is when you're hiding and throwing things from afar, but never in close quarters combat.
Yeah, I didn't hear that, but now that I've heard that, I kind of
Agreed.
kind of feel,
Agreed.
insulted
Agreed.
and agree, but also I feel insulted.
So, Hank, here's where we're at.
Aye.
We're pretty much. I think we're all in agreement that we do a combination of the plan, where
Yeah.
one of us gets
One of us
Aye.
gets under and one of us gets inside.
inside through the selection process.
Okay.
And as they are taken inside, like the moment the doors close, launch the invasion.
That
Angel-
sounds pretty pogers.
Angelina just kind of like thinks for a second, and like, it just looks. I was like, if that's the plan we're thinking about, why don't we all get taken inside instead? So
They-
we're already inside when the invasion goes off.
They only take
Hmm.
one person, I thought.
Well, I've never heard
You're
that.
saying I can't. You're saying I can't. Oh.
Newgash kind of like sitting and listening to you guys as well. I was like, no, they've taken multiple people. They've taken multiple people inside there before.
This,
Oh my
this could be
God.
it then.
Why didn't I fucking think of that?
They don't just take,
So,
they just takes anyone's in there that makes a ruckus.
so stupid. And she's kind of beating her head.
certainly. Well, maybe still not all. Maybe we should leave Angelina and perhaps one other person, and then the rest of us can get taken.
Well,
Why
consider-
don't? So, here's what I'm thinking with all this. how about, since Dolkin will stand out, me and Dolkin will be off, maybe away, so he doesn't get spotted, or if we have a way to maybe make him not look like himself, so that we can be around when it happens. You all go, make a fuss to get yourselves taken in, and when that happens, I can send the message to Prince Conrad to start the commotion of the invasion, and then after that, you guys can find a way to get us inside after you've taken care of the people who bring you inside, I suppose, or they go out and do whatever they do to make sure none of this stuff happens.
I suppose it would be beneficial if.
Because then it would be just like last time where when you guys went out and then it'd be me and Eloise. Now it's me, Angelina, and Ma. Because I don't think you guys could take Ma with you.
No, I think that might be our best plan of action. I can't
I
see.
certainly don't think
I
that
can't
the
see
mark could come
anything
in.
that might potentially. The only thing I could think of is, again, anti-magic on the inside, but 3 spellcasters and a Hank, we should be able to make our way out.
And
Maybe before that as well, we could try and find a spot close to, maybe above, maybe start. It'll be pretty hard, but maybe try to find a way to be close so when it starts, you guys can get us in easy, or we can see you, or she just kind of like shrugs, like coming up with like a lot of things.
Vishana thinks for a moment and then snaps her fingers. I got it! And she quickly hops off her broom and just kind of holds it up. As long as it's within 1 mile of me, it will come when I call it.
And then she kind of looks at that and then looks to how much does Dolkin weigh, by the way, Brandon?
Let me tell you. He weighs 140. Well, I have 144 pounds on me,
Oh, I'm just what you're just weight in general.
and I am 211. So I am 400 and 400 and what is that? 57 pounds.
Yeah,
That's a lot of
the broom
weight.
cannot carry Dolkin unless he's shrunk.
Angelina can do that. She has a larger
Put him
boost.
in the bag.
Or what? Well, actually, she doesn't have it on her, but she can. She's like, I don't have it, but I can spend tonight changing out one of my spells for something else, and I could make him small. And when that happens, we both get on the broom, and while he's small and I'm on it as well, we can. And then makes a flying motion towards you. And when it all starts, it could probably crash. It could probably crash through one of the windows, maybe even upstairs.
what about Ma?
I know how heavy she is, so.
I don't think I gave Ma weight.
I don't know how much they weigh.
We have talked
actually,
about this before.
I
and
think
she's
I said she'd be like a large dog, so like 60 to 80 pounds.
I assume that's good for the broom.
If it's just Angelina and Ma and Tiny Dolkin, the broom can carry 400 pounds.
Yeah, Dolkin by himself can't even be on the broom.
But
He's a
your
big
weight,
boy.
yeah, but your also equipment would get reduced down, or if you wanted, Angelina. Well, I should probably say this in character. It's like, well, if you're worried about some of the equipment on you, it looks to Hank. It's like it probably would be a good idea if we got that man out of there.
Ma,
And
are you
maybe-
hungry?
Get me out?
No, get the man out of the bag.
The guy,
Oh.
the guy
Got
out of the
him.
bag.
Get the corpse out of the bag.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not getting hungry. But it's like, and if you put some of maybe your equipment that you're not using at the time in the bag, you'll be lighter, and then we can fit on the broom and then get in there.
I could do that. Well, you still have to reduce my.
And by the way,
Yes,
just
that.
just throwing the idea out there. I'm pretty sure nobody's on board with it, but I just wanted to try. Anybody assuming they might want to get to the bag?
No, because they're probably going to take the bag.
Yeah, we would want to
Mm.
leave all of our important equipment with Angelina, because they're
Okay,
going to strip
okay.
us of pretty much everything.
That's probably true. That's probably true.
Oh well. They might. If we started early enough, when you guys get inside, maybe they won't. But if you want to leave your bag of holding with me for safekeeping, just in case, I could do that.
And Vishana will reach into her pocket and pull out her single bead of force. I could probably hold this in my mouth too.
That
Dangerous,
sounds like
but
a
I
bad
like
Bad
where your
idea.
yeah. Alois like dangerous, but I like where your head's at.
And we all have one of these, I think. We could take some with
Spit it
us.
out. Just spit it
Yes.
out. Just fucking like
Yeah, spit it
just
out and
cause somebody
destroy
to,
people with it.
yeah, explode somebody.
Or if you're getting taken over, you use it as like a little cyanide tooth. You swallow it, your head explodes.
Yeah.
So doesn't
Yeah.
so
Whoa.
doesn't the bead of force also make like a force field?
The bead of force, it basically creates a ball around you. Here, copy and paste in the chat. Ba-da-ba-ba.
I should probably copy and put this in my beat of force, even though I just plan to give it to someone. I guess I can
Yeah.
have it.
Now, can we spit the bead of force up to 60 feet?
You could probably spit it up to 20 feet. And with a with very good mouth strength to do that.
I mean,
Athletics
I think
check.
I was gonna say I think
Hank's got good mouth strength.
Hank's got a strong mouth on him.
I can suck so much Estella dick.
So much.
You're finally putting your skills to use, Hank.
Oh.
Yeah, and Angelina's like,
He sweats.
if you use that on the guards that when you immediately got in and trapped them inside those beads, the magic they exude out, and assuming that there isn't anti-magic in there, that would be great actually.
And it's
But
small
you
enough
have-
that I can hide it in my cheek like a little chipmunk.
Idea. I had completely forgotten we had these.
I was taking careful stock of everything I had.
And Alois like saying there. And if we're worried about them taking stuff off of us, me and Sis can probably, once like we did before, turn to small things to fill in your bodies. And if when the time comes, just hop off you and then change back, and then we've got all our stuff on us.
True, but
Makes sense.
yes, actually, you would. I don't know. Would you stick
And
out
I mean-
these druids
Well, what do you mean?
if we were to just get regularly, abducted instead of having you hide on us?
Well, if there is anti-magic on us when we're, wild shaped, then regardless, we'd be coming out of it regardless the moment we stepped inside. So,
And then that would be
shrugs.
the moment that we would take out the guards.
True. And I mean, Estella, you are built like a fucking bear. I'm pretty sure you could easily take them down with your bare hands.
Easily.
It just depends on how things go. But Alois just kind of like cross-armed, like leaning up against a couple boxes, kind of like has a bit of a smirk to him. He's like, I think we got a plan going on right here.
Well, you know what? Considering Dogkin won't be the one going in, you can give Alois his beat of force. Because Dogkin won't be
Vishana,
on the initial
yeah.
offensive, so...
Yeah, Vishana will go, alright, why don't we go like this? Just to be on the safe side. Alois, you wild shape.
Mhm.
Estella, you get captured with me and Hank.
What would be the point of that?
Just in case there is this anti-magic, there's only one person who they'll be like, oh, holy shit, who the fuck is that? turns their attention away from us long enough for you to do your fucking thing.
I'm not
And-
against it.
And you would save a wild shape in the event that we need it further on.
That's probably
For
not.
you to become horse Stellar.
Or bear
Cla-
Stellar, or whatever.
I mean, yeah, that probably wouldn't be bad.
Just to be on the safe side, you know.
Sure.
No offense to you, Eloise, but I have not seen you fully in combat, whereas I fought beside your sister many a time.
That's fair.
Dalkin will then walk over and
Yeah. He'll take it and pocket it, and then Angelina saying off his eyes like, okay, and so when they take you all inside, when they start taking you up inside there, that's when I give the signal to the prince to let him know that to do it now, and then the distraction goes off, and then me and Dolkin wait on the broom, and once I start feeling it tug, with you telling it to come near you, I get him small, and then it takes us into one of the easiest ways to get to you.
And the broom, surprisingly enough, is smart enough to come right to me. So it will take the route of least resistance, whether
It
it
would-
break through a window or go through the front door.
The front door probably, well, maybe the front door would be open, but maybe through a window would probably be good. Those windows are pretty big.
Yeah, let's
It's-
especially
it's
if we
up-
got up
The
like-
broom takes the route of least resistance, so it's up to the broom.
we can't like coerce it.
Once I give the command, the broom will come right to me, the fastest way it can, with the least resistance. If you want me to make it a guarantee, I could be up near. I could call the broom when I'm near the stained glass windows.
Yeah, but what's the
Yeah.
guarantee that you'll be near them? There is none.
Right.
I think it's probably better to let it find.
It more than likely will go through the window. The last time I tried it, needless to say, Mother was not happy when we had to replace 5 of them.
Angelina just kind of laughs at that a little bit. And hopefully when the prince's army starts the attack, maybe the forces outside will be distracted and go that way. The people inside will be distracted and not know what to do as well. It's a gambit, but it's the best one we got.
Can't think of any better way. If any of you have any other plans, please feel free to speak up. But I think this might be our best option.
Well, Dalkin will turn to Nugash and be like,
What do you plan to do?
Well, as is for me and the rest of me troop, if there's going to be a fights breaking out, there'll probably be a lot of panic going around. I can try and send me boy out to go to the other places around the city, and with all due respect, if this goes south and doesn't work, with all due respect, I'd want to keep me family still alive and
Yes,
themselves.
I would much rather have you help the citizens get to safety and out of the line of fire
That was the
Then-
plan.
than doing any fighting.
I was thinking if you guys really want to leave, and if you already have other people you want to leave, you could. There'll be a pretty big distraction. You could probably more than easily slip out. And start making your way towards Nazrael, or if you eventually end up in a forest. I mean, the Druid people are real nice, and they'll at least feed you and clothe you and get you on your way.
Well, that's if we can get outside the city.
I wouldn't.
Sorry, that was my phone going off. I got a
Alright.
text.
looks
How
at,
did
he
you-
opens it up.
what?
It's his wife in a seductive pose.
It's like, hold on, my wife is someone we knew.
I just gotta go.
and literally, Vashana just turns and looks at her because she's down there too, and she's like, How the fuck? What?
Yeah, he walks up, he
She
picks
left.
his.
No, his wife left.
Oh,
Oh, I thought she came back down.
pretty sure.
No,
I thought
it was just
I thought
Newgash.
he was gonna walk over, pick his wife up, put her on his shoulders.
I'm going to fuck me hot elf wife.
Yeah, leaves.
We's creating Newgash, me new beautiful daughter.
Yeah, it definitely wouldn't be a guarantee that you guys would be able to escape. But I like if ever there was a time where you wanted to try two armies battling the guards at Barchan, us at the cathedral, it'll be chaos.
It might be the perfect time for you to slip out if you happen to
And he
know,
turns and looks towards all like these injured people, and he's like, none of these people are in any condition to fight. But I mean, most of them that can stand could at least flee. Me and Eslar made sure to come and help as much of them and make sure they can get to their feet. Make sure their morales are high. Isn't that right, Miranda? And let's turn around and like look at one of the people.
My name's Hank.
My name's
And
Han.
just holds up a shaky hand like, yeah.
Like so, it's,
A random person.
so
Well, whatever you can do is, we'll be doing our own things. If we can't get people outside the city, if all else fails, they won't have to stay here anymore. But you always, kind of like gives you all once over. You always looks tough. You all looks capable. And if the prince is actually bringing his army here, and if their forest is here too, doing the things that the druids do, well, there might be a chance we actually get out of here.
Well, if everything goes as we're hoping, there might not need to be a reason to get out of here, as Bachan will return to a city of...
well, look at it this way, Vishana. You know, everything might, you know, go back to like being normal, but like you're never gonna forget it. Like sometimes you gotta take some time off. You go look at the scenery.
Yes, I'm well aware, Dolphin, but I was just making a point that we should be optimistic, as this plan is going to work. And she just kind of puts a fake smile on. It will work. I know it will.
it'll damn sure work.
Well, you all sounds like you have a plan. If you're as doing your plans, I did get notification from a guard early before I shut down that there was going to be another gathering at the church tomorrow. If this is what you want to do, or if you want to wait, you're more than welcome to stay here as long as you need. But
Thank you.
if you're going to be doing it tomorrow or whenever else there's another prayer session at the church, just let me know so I can have everyone prepared as well. I'll give you some time to think on it. He kind of stands up,
Yeah.
sorry. Gosh, my wife says that she was making some food upstairs in the shop. I'll bring it down for everyone here when she's done.
Thank you.
But-
and Vishana will turn and look at Angelina. We have a few messages to send ourselves. We'll let you know what we decide before we turn in for the night.
I can only send one. I did have to use a spell before, but she kind of like looks around. She kind of like fidgets. But I can make a message work within 25 words. We just need to know what
We'll
is
hash
what we're
it out
doing.
together.
Yes.
And Vishana will just kind of walk over and just kind of put a single hand on her shoulder and another hand on her waist. We got this.
I know we do.
Come on, let's get started.
Alrighty.
You know,
So-
Dolkin will walk up to Estelar.
Eslar, could you do something for me?
Oh, but
Dolphin
this
will
is
walk up. Dolkin will walk up to Estelar, put a hand on her shoulder, put a hand on her waist.
Yeah, put a hand on her shoulder, put a hand on her waist, pull her in close, punch her.
with your third hand. that I didn't know you had.
It's in it. It was in his hair beard.
Yeah, hair beard the whole time.
His fur beard.
He'll just be like, and then he'll like grab you by the hand and be like, with me. And then he'll pick them all up.
Okay.
And they, but,
Okay.
yeah, well,
Okay.
he's just like, and as he's walking, he's just like, I just, I could talk to Mom, but you can understand me to the best of my ability, but she can understand you a lot easier than she can understand me. So could you tell her for me?
What do you want me to talk to her about?
I just want you to tell her that she's gonna be okay. That can, just whole, just, you know, just a
I
whole.
don't.
Let's say this whole anti-magic thingy is real, and well, she's not. Leads in close whispers. Not normal.
Mm. Yeah, I know that, Tolkien. I know that.
So, but,
There's never been a day in her life where Ma has been considered normal.
Not at all.
But this is Dulkeen's normal. This is, this is heavy for him. And like once we get somewhere like relatively like more quiet, he'll just like pull out something to sit down on and put Ma like in front of him, like rub her on the head, like pull his head into her hands and just like give her a big like rub. So would you tell her that it's gonna be okay, and even if she does disappear, that she'll be back.
I am going to give hold on, let me check something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't actually have speak with animals prepared,
Ooh.
but I am going to give like a little wave of the hand. I'm gonna say some words. Act like I'm casting it
Do
for the sake of Tolkien.
Would you? You know what? This could be fun. Roll a deception check and Dolkin roll an insight.
Sure.
Wait,
Oh, that's 15.
Insight, you said?
wait.
Yeah, insight.
Well, I got a
How
big
many
plus
times-
2.
How many times?
Yeah.
Oh,
Ah,
How many times has Dolkin seen Estelar cast the spell?
Once.
like
I think only
once, yeah.
Yeah, so he wouldn't know how it's actually cast.
Well,
Well, I mean,
I was standing right next to her when
knows
she
how
did
it's
it.
cast too.
Well, I'm saying Dolkin wouldn't know.
Well, I was standing right next to her when she did it, though.
Yeah, but this is just this
For
is
flavor,
this is
for
also,
flavor.
Well, this is also Estelar, trying to keep up the facade of I'm totally speaking to her.
Definitely speaking to her because I didn't imagine that there were animals in town to talk to, so I didn't prepare it.
Yeah, and Dulkin doesn't know that, so.
He doesn't need to know
Alright,
because Estelar's not gonna
so,
say.
As far as you know, Estelar is casting the spell, and I assume she's making like spider noises to Ma.
Yeah.
When I talk, do I actually like sound like an animal when I'm talking? Like when I'm casting this? Or...
That's the way I think of it. Like you're just making like when you cast speak with animals, like you're like talking the way an animal would.
Oh,
That's the way I
okay.
always envisioned-
I
that's
thought
the
they
way I
just,
always
I thought
envisioned
they
it.
just animals heard them as the animals, but I mean, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, I guess that does make sense because
I mean, that's the way I always thought about it. If you just want to talk normally, then that's
no.
Yeah. I think
So basically,
personally, I think
you'll be.
speak with animals. You would make the animal noises. Speak with plants. You're just talking regular.
So,
All right,
you'll be
so
the translator. So basically, I'll say something and then you just say it in Spider.
Yeah.
all right. Roll an animal handling, Estelar.
Ah, yes.
Ooh, I mean that's pretty good.
16. Okay. I'll say during this time you exchange like what Dolkin is trying to say to the best of your ability, making these spider noises. Ma's just looking at you, like her head's just kind of tilting, and to your spider noises, she makes spider noises back. You have no idea what the fuck she's saying because you don't have to speak with animals on. But
Could I try to like with what her like body movements or her like tone of ma noises? Can I try to pick up some maybe a mood?
Well,
I guess with that you can tell she's confused, but she's also looking at Dolkin, looking at you, and assumes that you guys are talking about her, but she doesn't know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah. Basically,
You
all
know,
Dulkin-
I mean, you know what? For her, let's.
well, she could hear me say the words. Yeah, well, that doesn't help.
But the point is, if she understands. Them.
Yeah, exactly.
She's just there for the ride.
Okay.
And then afterwards, and Dulkin like gives her like one pound in the hand, be like, and just notice that no matter what happens, that you'll always be here. Give her like a big pat on the head.
Yeah. With that, she yeah, kind of just like moves her head up into your hand.
Mm-hmm. And then he'll.
She said she loves you, Dolki.
I heard you. She was saying some other stuff. What was she saying? I didn't want to interrupt.
She said that she understands and that she trusts us and she trusts you and that we are all going to get through this just fine.
You really said all that? She made like one noise.
And animal speech is a bit different. It's just, spider talk, Dolkin.
You're right. Don't talk spider.
Could I, considering I can gauge, Ma's like feelings, like with most animals, just from looking, at Ma, how does she, like, what is her current like mood?
Insight.
Sure.
Insight the spider.
Insight the spider. Big ol' 15.
She seems fine. Doesn't seem too concerned about anything.
Okay. Dulkin will smile and then stand up and be like,
Thank you, SR. I do appreciate that. Now Ma knows that she'll be okay.
Okay, so that finished. Okay, before we go on a break, I want to ask you guys. Okay, so collectively as a group, what do you want to agree on as far as the plan goes? Do you want to conduct it tomorrow and have Angelina send a message out to the prince, or do you want to wait longer before you do anything?
They said the prince is about like a day and a half away. Or
Yeah,
something,
I thought
right?
the prince was still like away.
I know where the prince is.
That not knowing exactly where he was.
but you have sending, so you can ask and literally know.
Vashana
Yeah,
does
I
not
was
have
just-
sending.
Well, I mean, I thought that was the point. Like, you guys were gonna like send.
Vashana said he was a day and a half out. Angelina has actually been talking with him, so she knows where he is.
Yeah.
She will let you know, like, he's like literally like at least a mile or half a mile away from.
He's already.
So he's gonna be here
camped out.
tomorrow.
He's ready.
Yeah.
He's ready to
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
He's already here.
He's been ready for about a day now.
Oh shit!
He's just been waiting on word from you guys, and
He's
also
waiting for us.
This was
Oh
an-
damn! Let's fucking go then.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
do it.
yeah.
Do
This was an
shit
expeditious
tomorrow.
advance. He fucking.
Let's do
This
it.
was double
Yeah.
time.
I'm actually
I mean-
surprised he got here so quick.
Well, I mean, okay. Well, to be fair, you guys took 2 days to get to the forest. You stayed in the forest for like 2 days, and then you got here, and they stayed here. So it's at least been about a week.
We did tell him to wait
True.
up, so it makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's trust me, he's been having his army ready to go.
Well,
I don't see.
As long as the druids are ready, yeah, let's do it.
I don't see a benefit to doing it later. 'Cause
Yeah,
Yeah, I think we should just go ahead and do
I
it.
guess
because
but
they're already
actually,
on edge because they've discovered that 4 people are missing.
Mhm.
So now would be the perfect time.
You know what? I actually might see an advantage for us for doing it later, because if we do it later, like towards like where evening time might befall, there's probably going to be less demons inside the church that we would have to deal
Do you think
with.
there are demons in the church during the day?
You don't know if there are
I-
demons in the church.
Yeah, you know what? You're right.
Yeah,
But
I
we-
don't think there are demons in the church because there are people who are regularly active in there.
Mm.
Another thing is that I would imagine there wouldn't be demons in the church because the demons also I mean, we don't know if they don't kill the guards,
Yeah,
but if they do,
they wouldn't want them anywhere near.
yeah,
Mhm.
wouldn't want them anywhere near the church. They might be like rats. They might just be a pest to them.
Mm.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who
So-
knows?
Who knows? Who can say?
Who
Isaiah,
can
I think-
Isaiah knows actually.
I know,
Yeah,
but I'm
yeah.
not gonna say.
Vashana will just. Well, actually, no. Matt will say, "I think tomorrow is the best course of action.
Yeah.
If the prince
also
and the
think-
druids are ready, hit it hard.
You
Yeah,
wrote
yeah,
robot.
whatever
Yeah,
the robot
let's-
said.
Yeah.
Let's fucking hit it hard."
Alrighty. So Angelina will. No need to write anything out. She will make as short and concise of a response as she can, getting all the information that you guys have gathered into just 25 words, and we'll send that out to the prince. And she will get a response back from the prince that equates up to, "We are ready. We've been ready for a while. Do not
Alright.
worry. Do not worry. Do what needs to be done." So
Okay.
once you guys send that out, they're immediately going.
All right.
Great.
All right, so we'll say you guys also you guys get food brought down to you, a very nice meal of some very well made steaks by Newgash's request for his wife, with fully baked potatoes and some vegetables on the side.
True.
Ugash comes down, Vashana will just be like, "Tomorrow. Send out word as fast as you can and be ready."
We'll do it as fast as we can. And then you guys take a long rest as you guys wait for the morning tomorrow, and we'll
Long
take
rest, you say?
we'll take a quick break, and we'll start up at the beginning of tomorrow.
I will
Fuckers.
remove-
I
remove-
need to pee.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are we gonna do the whole? I hope we don't do the invasion today.
I have a stopping point. Don't worry.
I'm gonna say like, it's
Yeah. Don't worry. I've got a stopping point. But yeah, we'll take a quick break real
let me
quick.
go use the restroom. Oh, Nia's in chat. Hey, how are you? I'm doing good. They said I don't speak English, but I feel that this is very interesting. Nia,
Oh,
you're such a fucking sweetheart. I don't even know who the fuck
what a
you is.
sweetheart, dude.
They've been
nice.
in chat like 3 times, and every single time they've been in chat, this is a fucking sweetheart.
Aw. Oh, what a sweetheart. Nia, you're cool. We like you.
Dog.
And just, they can put that in like Google Translate and put it into
Yeah,
whatever language. And
hopefully it comes out the way we want.
yeah. Well, I mean, demon incursion inside church. We gonna stop it. That's not too bad. Thank you, BJ Rain. God, this person. I don't know who the hell you is, but I gotta go take a piss and think about Nia as I'm pissing.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be right back.
You go do that. I'm gonna quickly have things prepared just in case.
So Isaiah.
Yes.
So just recently, I just kind of wanted to put this. I guess I'll put it in art, because for a little bit while we were doing this campaign, I've been trying to draw Hank.
Ooh, he's got a little.
He's got
Fuck,
juicy arms. Because I was all like,
fucking
dude,
jacked.
I was all like, dude, you know what? I fucking love it whenever I fucking like make Hank flex super hard, and I'm like, dude, let's just make Hank just fucking crazy, fucking massive buff out there.
He's That's pretty good too. That's
Juicer, dude. I was like,
It's
looking up
juice.
I was looking up a bunch of reference stuff for
Dwarves?
well, not just dwarves, but like arms and such. And I found one. Let me try to find the picture that I was looking for. And I was like thinking about making it like a splayed out hand, but yeah. Yeah, that's
That's
not
a
gonna happen.
juicer.
Yeah.
It's fucking
Sad.
juice. It's fucking juicy though, man.
I've been feeling pretty fucking good, and this is like
I feel like the
Also,
beard's not big enough.
it's probably not.
Need a bigger beard.
Yeah. I do indeed need a much larger beard.
Is Hank bald?
I imagined he would be. Did you guys think he had hair?
From the way you always described it, I always thought he was bald.
I kind of imagined he had hair.
Just a little bit.
Maybe. I mean, he doesn't have to have hair.
Like maybe he's like balding or something.
I just imagine him to be very hairy everywhere.
Yeah,
Maybe that's why. Hold on.
probably.
I'm going to.
Yeah.
I need to look through my spells because I need to get rid of all of these Garbo spells that I have prepared.
I'd never done like reference stuff, so then I got some reference stuff, and I saw this, and I was all like, "Oh, that looks like an arm that I want Hank to have." Just fucking. But then I made it even beefier.
No,
I made it wider.
You
Small.
gave it beef.
I'm really like trying to test out this new this drawing tablet because I don't draw, and I was all like, dude, now that I'm out of my course right now, I might as well spend the next 6 weeks drawing, writing, doing that kind of stuff because I really want to get into all this now, at least. Figure 24 is just a fine time to start everything. So I'm gonna be right back. I gotta pee.
Gotcha. Okay, I don't know why. Well, hopefully that doesn't get fucked up when we eventually get to that. Okay, I can get rid of this too. Or actually, no, I can get rid of that. They're all entitled, so I can't even look at them if I wanted to, so delete that. Delete that. Delete that. Delete that. And we can delete this. And let's see.
Oh, you know what I should take fine traps. Because this place is gonna probably be trapped.
You're saying you weren't quite sure whether
Fine
Hank.
traps.
It's like you weren't quite sure whether Hank was bald, and then I was all like, yeah, maybe I should give him my hair.
There you
I
go.
return.
Make it longer.
Oh, longer than my hair.
Longer. Also,
In case you guys
I don't
cared,
know if
Nia
I-
said, I don't use Google Translate. They're too
Oh.
based. They're too based to use.
That one's also very good.
Wait, so do they said they don't understand?
Yeah,
so
but I
do
think
they,
that, but that
do
they,
they speak English?
no, I think they looked it up actually.
Oh,
And he
okay.
said, so basically, demon incursion inside church. Cool, amazing. This is like a movie. In case,
Aww.
in case you're curious about the quality of your campaign, Isaiah,
it is like a
it's
movie.
just like a
Oh.
movie.
Fantastic.
Oh, stop. Oh, stop.
Oh, stop.
Like an
Stop.
anime.
Stop! Stop! Fucking
Stop.
Stop.
Stop it! I don't want it!
This is no longer funny.
This
Going
is
to my head.
funny.
My ego.
Oh yes, please inflate my ego more. I love it when you inflate my ego.
Roll back.
I'm back.
I don't think Matt's
Okay.
back yet.
Getting a nugget.
McNugget.
A McNugget.
Oh.
Cause there was McNuggets downstairs, and I was like, I guess I'll eat a McNugget.
Damn,
Bro.
McNuggets.
Infinitely better than Cheeto Applebee's.
Actually, like real, like
Yeah.
that's
I
a
wouldn't
that
call
felt like more real chicken than the Applebee's.
I wouldn't call McDonald's like real food, but it was more real than Cheeto wings.
Yeah. Fucking Cheeto wings, man. That was.
Isaiah, are you excited?
Gross.
Are you excited to come down, Isaiah, and then have us all go get Cheeto wings?
When you put it like that, no.
But there's hot Cheeto wings, normal Cheeto wings, hot Cheeto cheese curds, normal Cheeto cheese curds.
Wow.
Think of the possibilities, Isaiah.
Yeah, think of all the possibilities.
So much fucking.
So appetizing. I love it.
Love the idea of eating Cheeto wings.
It's the only thing I ever wanted.
The only thing I've ever wanted in my life is just Cheeto wings.
I've only ever wanted Cheeto wings. Nothing else matters.
I can only imagine how terrible all those kids felt whenever they were all like, "Oh, Cheetos!"
Chase, it definitely made me respect your family less. The fact that we
Oh.
gave them Cheeto wings and they said, "This is pretty good,"
And they devoured them.
and like I'm just gonna be honest with you, Chase. I respected your family a lot less when they said that. I like. You're lucky.
That's a good
You're
one.
lucky your dad wasn't
Listen.
there to compliment the Cheeto wings, because I would have lost all respect for your dad.
Yeah. No.
Listen, Brandon. I lost respect for my mom when she gets well done steaks, and she complains when I get medium rare steaks. Because
So does my mom, though.
Because she says the blood is gross and you shouldn't eat it.
I prefer meat well. I don't like any blood, but I don't like it crispy.
I prefer raw.
I need it pink. I like it a little pink in the middle.
Give me my steaks blue, thanks.
Yeah, blue.
Yeah. Just off the cow if you don't mind.
Yeah, like just give me the cow.
Last time
Bring the cow.
Last time me and Jacob, last time we went to a steak restaurant, Isaiah, I don't know if you remember, but Jacob did ask if he could have the steak raw, and they did bring him a raw steak.
Yeah, Jacob's
Whoa.
Jacob's sometimes not right.
I mean, you can eat it. You shouldn't,
And-
but you
and-
can.
And did
Yeah,
he?
you could.
He
but
did.
You
Hold up.
shouldn't.
He did eat.
He did eat
He
it.
did eat it raw.
Uh-huh.
What a legend.
Oh,
What
the
a fucking
tartare.
legend.
Meat well or not at all, please and thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, medium well or don't cook it. I'll take the don't cook it, please.
No, it needs to be cooked.
Look, all I'm saying is
Uh,
Jacob's pretty he's
Based.
he's an
He's
adventurer.
pretty base.
Based.
I guess I'm just disgusting, and I prefer my meat to, not.
Yeah, you are.
You disgusting pig.
Alright, I finished the nuggies. We're good. Like 5 nuggies. I ate them all.
Nice.
Also,
Yeah.
Chase didn't appreciate my idea, but I know you guys will because you guys are cultured. You know how Captain Crunch has Captain Crunch Oops All Berries?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we all know, getting older, that the cream is
Whoa,
actually
whoa,
the worst part.
wait a minute.
Uh-huh.
I did not say that it wasn't a good idea.
He literally
I literally did not
he
say it
actually
wasn't a
jumped
good
on the
idea.
table and he slapped me in the middle of Applebee's. And,
Wow, Chase.
And
I mean, I might have done that, but
and
I didn't disagree with you.
All right. What was the idea?
well, because as you grow older, and Chase just isn't old enough yet, but as you grow older, the cream becomes the worst part of an Oreo, and you just want the bones of the Oreo, or that's what I want.
No, I don't agree with that.
I kind of agree with that.
Like the bones are the best part of the Oreo. The cream is so bad.
Yeah, you know they already make those, bud.
Yeah, but they don't. They probably do. But they don't have as good as a title as I was thinking of. And like Captain
What,
Crunch has.
Oops all chocolate?
No. It'd be Oreo no all bones.
That's a good name.
And I
Pretty
said
good.
it probably wouldn't be as great of a name
See,
because
you fucking hear him?
because of other people not referring to the wafers
Yeah.
as
As
bones.
Yeah, they
No
call them
one
the
would refer
cookie
to
part.
them as
I
bones.
like it's a good name, but most people won't get the joke of calling
Yeah.
them bones.
Yeah, that's why oops all chocolate or oops just cookie.
Oops all cream.
Oops no cream.
Whoops, no cream.
Again, but I feel like if you said like the bones of an Oreo, people would get it though. Am I wrong? If I said I just want the
Well, I
bones
mean, like
of the Oreo.
I
No.
got it.
It depends on what market you're selling it to. If you're selling it to boomers, no. If you're selling it to millennials, probably. If you're selling it to zoomers, definitely. If you're selling it to the Gen Xers, who gives a shit? They don't have any money.
True.
I feel like Oreo should hit me up.
You know, you should pitch this idea to them.
Do they have,
Yeah,
do they have
I don't know.
Twitter?
Yeah, send them a message on Twitter.
Oreo. Twitter Oreo.
At Oreo,
At
I have
Twitter,
a new
at
marketing
Oreo.
idea.
The official Oreo cookie Twitter account. The favorite cookie filling the world with playful moments, 280 characters at a time. What the fuck did you...
Wait, is that because they?
Because they can only tweet 280
Oh,
characters.
right.
I was like, did they change the cap on the word limit?
Yeah.
Because I remember it only being like 150 or something.
No, 3 years ago, it was 280.
I don't know who runs
Oh.
this account, but I see the tweet, the urge to keep making new Oreo cookies, set of eyeballs.
For real.
Yeah,
Why would
no.
they? Why make more?
The tension between the Oreo cookie and attempting to dunk it in something other than milk.
Yeah, like
Like
orange
what?
juice.
Why?
Orange juice. Because you guys aren't cultured, that's why.
Alright, Isaiah, I think we're all set here if you are.
Yeah, I
There you
think I guess we're all good.
I thought you were all like, all right, well, looks like Hank's gonna die. Isaiah.
Probably.
Oh shit, I just
Probably.
knocked my mouse off.
Mm.
Oh shit, I just knocked my
Alrighty.
keyboard down the floor and it accidentally texted Isaiah, please kill Hank, please kill Hank, please kill Hank.
All right.
I would like to wake up early and look at
Kill
Ma
Hank.
Kill Hank.
and kill Hank in his sleep.
Before actually going to bed, I would like to do one quick thing with Angelina, if you would allow it.
Can't have sex.
Yes.
I
I'm
know.
live.
I'm
Well.
well aware.
Right.
That's,
Stop
that's
me.
never stopped Hank, like, or that's never stopped, wait, it hasn't stopped Hank or Nugget from fucking each other. I'm sorry. Because he streams all of our fucking sessions. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
go ahead.
Vishana, after Angie finishes sending off the message and getting the reply and letting everyone know, she just kind of calls her over to like just a corner where she's the same corner where she was settled in earlier,
Mhm.
and just kind of double checking to make sure like no one's actively paying attention to them. She's
Yeah.
just gonna mind link with her, and she'll just look her dead in the eyes, and tears will just start running down the side of her face. And in between their mind links, she's just gonna go, I'm so scared of what's going to happen tomorrow.
Angelina will look at you while you two are mind linked and talking to one another. She'll reach up and put her hands on both your cheeks and just slowly bring your head closer, and she'll tap her forehead against yours, looking at you. She'll in her mind like, I know, I am too. I'm really scared, but I want to be brave for all of you because you guys are so amazing.
Ow.
And the guitar is playing in the background. Please ignore that during the scene.
Yeah.
I,
Please ignore the orchestra in the back.
I, I know I have to keep up the happy-go-lucky, or kind of like keep everyone
Facade.
together facade that I've got going on, but
What are you breaking, Chase? I can hear all of it.
Wait.
Jeez,
Oh,
wait.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
I
Fucking.
why my fucking noise I look. I'm sorry. I turned it off accidentally. I don't know why.
I'm so scared, and I don't want anyone else to know.
She'll look at you and just hug you. She'll pull your head down against her chest and just start stroking your hair. And you're like, it's okay. No one has to know.
What?
But you're strong. And I promise everything is going to be okay. I'll make sure to keep you safe. But you have to promise to keep me safe too, okay?
Won't let anything happen to you. And she just squeezes her around the waist.
And the others are gonna make sure we're safe too. I know they're a little silly at times, but they're good people.
Hank flexes in the distance.
I swear sometimes Hank can read our mind.
And then she'll give you a kiss on the cheek too. And just
Yeah, and
sit with you against the wall.
yeah, Vashana is just going to stay in that like cuddled up position as long as Angelina will let her, even to the point where she'll just fall asleep.
Yeah, and Vashana, as you start to fall asleep with Angelina against the wall, even though you know you can't physically feel it, but you get the very familiar warm sensation of someone who's not there but is always there, just having their arms wrapped around you. And as you go to bed and start to dream, you get, for the few brief times that you have, very pleasant dreams of home and happy memories that you've had in the past. You even get visions of you and the rest of your friends back at Nazriel, enjoying very happy times with one another in a tavern. The thought of things to come.
Yeah, she kind of stirs just slightly as she sleeps, but nothing really too out of the ordinary for her. She's just comforted by the pleasant dreams for once.
Yeah. And as you do the few times you've seen it as well, you see this very ghostly, ethereal image that's kind of just hovering in all of these visions that you see, just faceless and kind of amorphous, but you get the feeling that this is Keel looking at you, and even though you can't see any facial features, you feel that they might be smiling at you, and you hear, actually for the first time, never hearing voices from anything other than your own or visions that you see in your sleep, you hear this very whispery, almost airy breath, kind of, "Stay safe, child."
She will not wake up during that, but the next morning, she'll be up, probably like one of the first people. Just kind of take herself off of Angelina, clean up Angelina a little bit, tuck her back in under the blanket, and she'll just find a nice quiet corner away from everyone and have a conversation with Keel for the first time in a while.
Crystal, did you also wake up earlier? I know you said it, but I don't know if you were.
I do,
Okay.
but I was gonna wait to say that.
Yeah,
I just thought you were doing a bit.
I am.
Oh.
That's all for me.
Yeah. I'll say, Vashana, you try to reach out to Keel again, but starting a conversation, it seems past that there are no other words from Keel, but you know that they are still there and watching
And
you.
Vashana never gets any words from Keel. She just has conversations with her, and she imagines Keel responding.
Yeah, but you did hear Keel, what you think actually talking for once.
Yeah. Vashana has never heard Keel before, which is why she's going out of her way to talk with him. She's been trying, like, actively the last few days to not talk to Keel.
Yeah, and you go off and have a conversation with yourself a bit, and imagining, Keel responding back like you do before, and you still feel their presence around you. Yeah, and
Go ahead,
so
Crystal. I'm sorry.
yeah, you can move on to USLR.
I would like to wake up early.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to go find Ma.
Oh, okay. You see Ma's kind of above Dolkin, who's sleeping very. I don't know how Dolkin sleeps. Oh wait, doesn't he do the?
Yeah, he does.
Me, 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 me.
You hear Dolkin snoring and Ma in a makeshift web above him, all 8 of her eyes closed.
Oh, she's asleep. Let's see. I have something to. 'Cause I probably can't reach her, can I?
No, you could. She's about. I mean, it's a pretty small space. It's like at most in one area, maybe 15 feet tall.
Okay.
It's pretty short. The lowest she's at is probably like 10, 12 feet on the ceiling.
Then I will reach up and like pat her, like one of her legs or something, just to like
Yeah.
kind of like wake her up, get her attention.
Yeah, you pat one of her legs, and you see all 8 of the eyes just open up, and she starts skittering before they all lock on you, and just hear this very low.
I'm gonna put like a finger right to my lips to like just to kind of like motion her to like be quiet.
Do you want Ma to roll an insight to figure out if she knows what she's talking about?
Charade.
Or do you think this is just too small of a thing to worry about?
She's actually got good insight, so I'd say she'd understand what's happening.
Okay. I
I would motion for her, like give like a little wave of my hand as I like walk out. 'Cause I don't want to be like in the same room, you know.
You do that, and you can tell, like, she starts looking at you, and then she looks down to Dolkin, and then to you. Roll either animal handling or persuasion.
Well, considering my animal handling is much higher than my persuasion.
Yeah, 16. She looks down at Dolkin for a second, then looks at you, and then realizing it's not too far, just kind of like skitters across the wall to where you're leading her.
I was gonna lead her like outside the room, like not that far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just open the door to the hallway that leads to the building across, the singular hallway that leads up to the staircase.
And then I would like to cast Speak with Animals.
Alrighty, you do so and cast the spell, and Ma's just not saying anything, just kind of looking at you, with all 8 of her eyes on the wall.
One eye slowly blinks after the other.
So, yesterday, I don't know if you caught on to it, but Dolkin was talking about how worried he was, at least for you. He just wanted to let you know that everything's going to be alright. And if something happens, not to worry, because we will handle it and you're going to be okay, no matter what.
Yeah. You see the eyes kind of like kind of look at you a little more steady than before, and it's like, and you hear once again, not drunken this time, this very odd, motherly kind of southern, southern tone to her. It's like, oh, well, was that what y'all were talking about before yesterday? I was right confused why you had me in there and we're talking to one another. Was that why he was making those weird noises?
I was not prepared for Tolkien to ask something of me like that, and he had such a sincere request. I felt bad that I wasn't able to help him, so I fibed a bit, but I wanted to do what he asked anyway.
Dolphin's too dumb to catch on.
Even if it was a little bit later.
Ah, then, well, this is nice, mild, refreshing. I never thought one of you would be able to talk to me like this. I usually y'all hear and y'all speak these really weird words sometimes. Usually I hear Dolkin sometimes speak and I understand him. Oh, Chase.
It was like,
What
I'm not
happened?
talking to Ma.
Sorry, I was trying to turn on and off my noise suppression because I don't know if like my thing was that what you were saying?
Yes,
Your noise?
I'm sorry,
We're still hearing stuff with your noise. If you're watching something, just stop.
I didn't even.
Or just like
Alright.
turn up your turn down, I guess. Turn down your sensitivity.
It usually doesn't work like that because noise.
It
suppression's-
always works like that,
It
Chase. We
does
have
work
this
like
problem
that.
like every time.
Really?
Yes.
Every week.
I'm sorry.
You're fine. Just letting you know. But Ma is just kind of like, it's like,
Oh, wait,
this
did
is-
she not remember? Well, I guess she was.
oh, she was drunk.
She
So
was
she
pretty
thinks it's the first time
caffeinated.
She
I
thinks
was-
it's the first time Eslar is talking to her.
Yeah, I was actually about to just mention that. Do you mean you don't remember the first time that this isn't the first time I've talked to you?
That was the first time? This isn't the first time?
Do you remember when you got into the coffee?
No,
You mean that?
you
mean-
fucked. So you
You
fucked
mean
up.
you mean that weird black hot stuff?
Yeah, the coffee.
I really don't remember much about that.
Did you like coffee?
Oh, that stuff was mighty fine. But I don't remember anything about it. I think I must have blacked out.
Too good.
You did.
I
You
know
did
I
start
liked it.
acting. You did start acting a bit strange, and Tolkien was very concerned for you.
Oh, is that the case? I guess I should probably stay away from that stuff. But it's just so nice and good.
I know that it's quite good, but if you do ever try to have any more coffee, you should limit yourself, a little bit, because Tolkien was quite concerned when you started acting very strange.
Oh, okay, I suppose I can do that. Well, you go ahead and tell that nice boy that everything will be fine. I'll always be with him, even if I'm not with him.
I'll let him know. Let him know. He's lucky to have you.
Oh well, you know, for as much as I didn't like you at first, you're a pretty nice little girl.
I'll admit that we did get off on the wrong foot, but you have to look at things from my perspective.
I
Just
can't.
have a
I'm right here.
Well, I mean, just think about it. I wake up and then I see a spider on top of one of my friends, and I've never seen this spider before. And my first thought was, oh, Jolkien's getting attacked. Now imagine if you saw another spider on top of Jolkien.
Oh, I kill them. Huh?
It's
I
one
guess
is
I
one
do.
to
I
do.
guess I do see a point there.
So, I do apologize for jumping to conclusions. I didn't quite understand the entire situation, but you kind of understand where I was coming from.
No, we'll call wind under the web.
For sure. So, it was good talking to you. I'm glad we got to clear that up.
I'm good. I'm very mighty happy about that too.
I will extend a hand, just like a little like handshake to Ma.
Oh, pick her
She
hand.
she doesn't understand handshake, so she thinks you're going to pet her, and she just puts her head in your hand.
That'll work too. I'll pet
Aw.
her.
The first time anyone but Dolkeen and the kids have pet Ma.
The friendship between Estelar and Ma finally comes full circle.
Finally. It's been so long. We're just now like.
Yeah,
becoming
Estelar
friends.
being like disgusting spider, and now actually liking Ma. All right, but yeah, you have that nice little conversation with Ma and go back, and the rest of you wake up. And as you guys start to wake up, Newgash comes around with coffee for SR. Funny enough, coffee for everyone, as well as some hash browns and bacon, just for everyone.
Looks to Ma. How's she
Ma's-
acting around the coffee?
She's salivating. Hold on. Let's roll a wisdom save for her.
Well, considering she's well,
She's holding herself back, but she's on the edge and she's about to break.
But I told you, Ma, you can't.
Yeah. And now that you can't, and by this point, speak with animals would be down now, so it'd be
yeah, drooling.
yeah, just a little bit of poison that seeps from her fangs. Yeah, so Newgash just sits there, it's like, well, in about an hour, a bit, we'll be calling peoples for the gatherings and the prayers. So, she's all ready. I got my sons and myself going around the city. So, in the times that we did have, you can see that Newgash has a bit of bags under his eyes, but he still seems pretty fine. It's like we went around and let everyone knows that something's about to go down to get ready. So we should be good to keep citizens as protected as they need to be.
At this point, Vashana will walk over from her corner. Yes, no, I know they're here. You have to stop reminding. Sorry. Yes. We'll be. ready to go.
You talk to yourself too. So I do that sometimes when I'm not feeling very peachy.
No, I'm actually. It's a long story. I'm not talking to my. Anyways, we're ready to go.
Alrighty. He takes his coffee and in one swig just drinks it all and sets his mug down.
The entire thing.
Yes, the entire mug.
Dolkeen will hold
Boiling hot too.
Dolkeen will hold his up and give it like a little shake and be like, I don't drink this. Do you?
What? What means you don't drink shit?
He was raised in the Underdark. They don't have coffee down there.
Oh, well, have you tried it?
It feels like melted rocks.
Oh, well, we can put some creams and sugar and some milk in there if you want. Makes it taste better.
And then he'll
I have a swig.
He'll get up and he'll make his way over towards the new guy. Like,
Also, if Ma saw me drinking one, so last time she had it, she spun like 50 webs, she covered a whole tree.
The moment you say it's like, he just like, okay, shit. He looks at your spider and just like grabs your mug and slowly takes it away from you. With all due respect, I would like to not be cleaning webs from under here.
I don't want to. Thanks. Also, you look like you need it. You stayed up all night?
Yeah, I had to make some rounds, but he just holds up his mug that's empty now. This'll pick me back up, don't you worry.
Aside from him, I'd go for a swig.
You have a cup of coffee in front of you, Hank, because Vashana's very casually nursing hers.
Yeah, he gave everyone a cup of coffee who wanted it.
Never mind. But I will.
He'll hand you Dokins if you say that. I'll give you two.
I will. I can take Dolkins. And then
As
I'm gonna-
Vashana's kind of nursing hers, could I get a shot of Bailey's?
Oh yeah, sure.
Bailey's.
Bailey's in this world.
Could
Maybe.
Hank doesn't want to get shown up, so could he just do the same thing where he also takes the cup of coffee and just starts chugging down the whole thing?
Roll a Constitution saving throw to do that, because it is piping hot.
I understand. I understand. That's fucking right. Oh my god.
Yeah. Just as impressively as him, you take it, just take a deep breath in, go, just start getting it all down, and slam the mug down on the wood. And new guy is like, oh, he gives you a little golf clap. Oh, very impressive.
And Hank's like, wow!
Yeah, just woo!
Woo! Slams head
I'm
into
ready!
the grill.
Yeah, hey, screams, whoa, I'm ready! Smashes his head against the wall.
Hank's bleeding now on his forehead.
Yeah, Vashana finishes off her Irish coffee. Alright.
Let's
We're
fucking go!
Everyone
Alright,
ready?
well, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Before we go,
Oh, oh,
I just wanna
He exploded.
the vampire stole you. Or the robot stole you.
I don't know what's up with my Discord.
It's okay, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't
Weird.
worry about it. What were you
Yeah,
saying?
you're good.
Before we go, there is one thing I would like to say to you all.
No.
I mean, you can tell it to us when we get back.
What? It's something that should be said before we go. In the event that we don't make it back. Or
Look,
one
you-
of us
If you want to give us a little namby-pamby speech, I'm all ears.
I just want to say it's been fun. Thank you for letting me come with you all.
Oh, you're welcome.
I'm all for I'm all for telling everybody I love them, but you could say that for after we get back is not to jinx us.
I'll say the I love you for when we get back. And
Okay, I mean, well,
just
that's
want
fair.
you all I want you all to know that I've got your back, and I know you've got me.
Of course, of course. We'll be in and out in a jiffy. We'll have the whole army on our back. We'll have the
Okay.
wind in our sails as we storm right through the door. Very calmly, I might add.
Under,
I'm planning to storm, clash that
Under-
damn tower, and be
Under
done with
cap-
this place.
under capture of God, and then storm from the inside out.
And
We're gonna
Al-
go find that fucking thing and get it
The
out.
Vashana, we're one hell of a team. We're not going to fail.
Yeah. If it makes it, and then Alois in the back. If it makes it feel any better, I don't love any of you. I guess my sis, but even that's grating.
If it's as
Has a-
questionable.
Has a bit of a shit-eating grin.
And Vashana just looks at him and just goes, you know, sometimes I really want to rip your fucking testicles out. Other times,
You want to be the, hey, you want to be the first. Hey, you want to be the first, and you got to get in line. And he points to Estelar.
Yeah, I already. I've started to do that several times. Get in line, Vashana.
I have already ripped off his testicles.
Already
Ripped
ripped
off
off
his
his testicles, Vashana. Good luck.
Sorry, sorry. I've already gotten my vasectomy. But Eloise kind of like smiles, like, but if we're being honest and not a little shit, you guys have been fun.
That good?
I wouldn't do this again, but it's been enjoyable.
I think I'm gonna vomit.
He'll walk up to Alois, put a hand on his shoulder and like pull him in close for like a side hug. And I'd be like, and about all the bad things that Estelar said about you, you're not the biggest a-hole I've ever met.
You see, that's why I try to tell her all the time. Me kind of just shakes his head. Oh no, the dwarf guy is cool. He's fine.
This dwarf guy's the worst.
I know
actually.
The rest of you are fucking weirdos.
I know I'm fine.
Alois like, listen, douchebags go towards one another. Okay, they attract one another.
That's true.
Give him like a little ruffle and like, look at you getting all chummy with the outsiders.
It won't last long. Anyways, let's not waste time. We're keeping the old man waiting and the prince waiting.
Let's go.
So,
Yep.
And we'll take out our broom and just sort of hand it to Angelina. I need to tell it to go to wherever you're going to hide before we go, so it will come back to me.
she nods. And Newgash will look to you. He's like, "Hey, I heard your plan. So if you want, I can get these two." He points to Angelina and Dolkin. I can get them to a spot close by where they probably won't be seen, and you can do what you do's.
Everyone
Well,
say everyone say goodnight to Nia. They're going to bed. They're a nice person, so
No.
I want to.
Night.
Good night,
Hey,
Chad.
yep.
Good
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 night.
night.
They're nice. This person's.
Yeah. Yeah, they were
Yeah,
nice.
very delightful.
Yeah. It's very nice that we could bridge language gaps and make someone enjoy our game.
Yeah. It went so
But,
far as to say that this is a fucking movie. I say.
That makes me happy. But all right, but so you all start to make your separate ways as you guys go up. You hear the commotion chatter of people starting to begrudgingly make their way to the center of the town, back to the church.
Mm-hmm.
And Newgash puts a hand on both Angelina and Dolkin's shoulders and motions the two of them in a direction in one way while he nods you guys towards the road. And as you guys remember, this...
Before Angelina goes off, Vishana will just quickly be like, where they're gonna be, like on the east side, west side, south side?
Yeah, I'll have to cross over some of the streets to get to where you guys are going, but I'll have him on the east side that's closest to you guys as much as I can get them.
Yeah, and Vishana will just be like, in Draconic, Ranuk Yixvardund, and it's basically just go to the eastern side of the square where Angelina will be, and the broom will basically just follow behind Angelina.
The broom will grow a comically large piece of straw that goes up to the top and salutes, and then follow Angelina.
How tall is Nash? I gotta look his name up. Newgash.
Newgash.
How tall is he? Is he my height?
I think I said. I think he might be a little taller than you. I think I said he was like 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah. He's taller than me. I'm only like what, 6'2"?
6'2", 6'3", around there.
Yeah. So he's taller than me. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, he's a tall boy. He's got beef.
And as the broom is leaving, Vishana will just quick turn to Angelina. Could you? And point to her arm.
Right. And she'll and also seeing that you guys have Alois would
still have theirs.
Yeah, but Alois is also with you. But I guess Alois at this point would like turn into a spider and get onto one of you guys.
He's my brother. I'm gonna put him in my pants.
In my pocket.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's going in my pocket.
Going in my pants.
He's in my
because he's my brother.
Because he's my brother.
He'll be on your just like on your back.
Sure.
Learning from the best. I see.
Yeah, and Vishana will.
And she'll do presentation, give you the armband again.
And off we go.
I have a real armband, right?
Yeah, you and Esler have
Okay.
real armband.
I was just making sure because I didn't want I didn't want to go there with a fake armband and then have it disappear just as I'm crossing into the door.
Alrighty, so you guys all make your separate ways and get up to and get up once more to the following in line with several people, getting to a large crowd in front of the cathedral.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I can see how loud this is.
Dolkin.
Can you turn this up, Isaac? A smidge?
Yeah.
Thank you.
That better?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So Dolkin, you follow Angelina and you follow Angelina as well as Nugash. Seems with all the commotion, a lot of people are heading towards the center. So going across streets and make yourselves less known. Even crossing the main street, you're able to bypass people rather easily. With all the attention heading towards the center.
Mm-hmm.
And as for the rest of you, Eslar, Dolkin, and Hank, or Eslar, Bashana, and Hank. Also, why'd the music stop on my end?
No, it's still going.
We got
Still going on my end.
Well, it stopped for me for some reason. There we go. That was weird. But yeah, you guys all follow the crowd and make your ways forward as the commotion around the area starts to build up once more. People are just mingling about, trading small talk with one another. That tense atmosphere of people, you assume knowing what's happening around here, but unfortunately unable to do or say anything about it, and just staying put, just following orders. As some time goes by, you all look around and see the guards that are mingling about in the crowd, as well as the knights that are at the front, as well as other church members that are in similar robes to the pontiff that you saw before. And like before, almost like clockwork, you see that vulture Kenku walking out with a bit of a air of a pride and arrogance to him as he walks at the top of the stairs and hushes the crowd, touches his throat again, and once more starts to let out his booming voice towards the crowd. It's like, "Welcome, everyone, once more. I apologize that I must bring you all here once more so early in the morning, but with the interruptions that we had the previous day, it only felt right to start over, fresh and new, and give our thanks to this city."
While he's speaking, Vashana, guessing Hank and Esla are still relatively close to her.
I assume you guys would be right next to each other.
Yeah,
Unless...
Yeah.
right next to it.
It'd
Yeah.
be pretty weird if you
Vashana's-
guys just like went elsewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, Vashana's just gonna mind link with them both and be like, alright, let's cause a ruckus.
Like,
Right.
what kind of
Right
ruckus
now?
are we talking?
And with that, Vashana will go, "This is bullshit!"
Whoa, okay, all right.
Wow.
Well, I guess we gotta go balls to the wall.
We are going balls to the wall. All right, let's
And,
go.
I'll say, yeah, you know what? This is kind of bullshit.
I also kind of agree. This is I don't know how much I believe the words you're saying.
We have other important shit to do!
And the moment you guys start yelling out, the people around you immediately just spread. Like the citizens around you just move, and all eyes of every single person around you is on you. The Pontiff Malkovich, in the middle of speaking, stops very slowly as his head turns towards the noise that you guys are making, and almost immediately hearing multiple people talking, you see like 5 or 6 guards immediately behind all of you guys, and each of them like spears drawn and pointed towards you, and starts motioning all of you forward. Commotion will be dealt with swiftly. Move.
Fuck off!
Good. I'll see
Fascist, fascist pigs!
Whoa.
We know the truth.
I'd like to see a tray.
Yeah,
and they-
Vashana's gonna
unless
move forward while they're like poking at her, and just be like, "It's not like we already give enough for this city. Why do we have to worship again today?"
And I assume none of you guys are resisting here, just going with the motions.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we're going with the. We're
Yeah,
like,
just
whatever, dude.
slight, like, pretend resistance, you know.
Gotcha. Yeah, they all push
Would
you
you like-
forward.
Maybe like do a little bit of jumping.
Yeah,
If
Just
a
like-
points at me.
dig the heels in just ever so slightly. Just like I'm not willingly going, but I'm going. You know.
You start they start moving you forward, and you can clearly see like a path is made in the people who are not wanting to get involved whatsoever in any of this. And you see once more, like yesterday, the pontiff making his way down the steps with a little troop of knights with him. As he kind of makes his way down to the steps, as you guys are all brought forward out in the open, and he stands in front of all of you, about a good 20 feet from all of you, just his hands, his taloned fingers together. And as you do, I want you guys, now that you're close to this man, I want you to roll a perception check.
He's ugly.
17.
Big 12.
18.
18.
Esthar, you're more focused right now on keeping up the act as of this moment, and not really paying too much attention to any details. Hank and Vashana, you two being this close now, seeing this, you can see you hadn't seen this before on anyone else, but on the pontiff, especially also on the knights, through the eye slots that they have to their eyes. It's very brief and subtle, but as they're standing there, you see sort of almost this inky blackness that kind of passes over the whites of their eyes every now and again.
Very similar to the one that was on Tethanol.
Very similar.
Ooh, okay.
But you see Pontiff Malkovich standing there, his very face only a mother could love vulture beak and everything else, just kind of staring at all of you, just like, this is very, very saddening and disheartening to see once again. And here I thought our worships and our weekly meetings and prayers were finally getting to the people of the city.
Yeah,
Pray
weekly,
tell.
not bi-weekly, you fuck.
Well, that's it. Just leaves you with more room to worship and give thanks to the great Drakar that blesses us each and every day.
It's
And
like, hey,
as he says that, Vashana is going to spit on the ground, and as she wipes away the spit on her mouth, she's going to just tuck in the bead of force into her cheek.
Gotcha.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
see. And looks to the both of you, Esthar and Hank, as you two are also making fuss. He's like, and do you two also believe that this is too restricting on you? Do you not believe that more worship for benevolent and beautiful God is not required?
I'm gonna admit that it kinda sucks. It's kinda
Oh.
boring out here. We gotta stand out here for how long do people usually stand out here for? Like an hour or so?
Oh dear.
I'm damn tired of worshipping a god who has never done anything for me.
Oh
My
shit!
feet hurt.
Oh shit! Oh fuck!
Oh, well, that cannot go. That cannot be. Drakar is given each and every one's blessings. We are in the city, protected. But it seems that our teachings are, well, they are falling on deafer ears each day that passes. Perhaps you three are in need of a
And
more
Hank,
private tutor for
And
these
Hank-
teachings.
can Hank lift up one of his legs and then make a fart sound with his mouth?
Sure.
Do I roll performance for that?
Like, are you trying to hide
To
the
make-
fact that? Are you trying to hide the fact that you're faking a fart?
Are you
or
trying to?
Yeah, I'm trying to make it seem like a real fart.
Sure, deception.
Oh, deception? Okay.
He's back in deception.
Sure.
He specs in deception. See, there you go. This is why you spec into deception.
Yeah, you lift up your leg a little bit and you just hide your mouth with your hand a bit and make a
Chase,
fart, and
that would be-
like two guards are like right next to you, like, oh, and just like take a step, like take a begrudging step away from you.
If ever you're gonna put the bead of force in your mouth, I mean, swallow it.
Yeah.
To swallow the side of the
Wait,
pill.
we all
Just
have it?
swallow the
Yeah,
side.
you've all got to beat a force.
Everyone
Oh,
but
well, I mean,
Dolking,
they
'cause
have my
Eloise-
hands.
No, they don't.
Wait,
Well,
did they not?
they're not holding you right now. They're basically like spears
Yeah,
pointing at
they
your backs, like
pushed
as you
you
guys are
forward.
standing.
They pushed
Yeah,
you
that's
forward
why-
to the
That's
person.
why
you know what?
Vashana,
Then never
Vashana
mind.
spat on the ground and tucked it
Yeah.
in as she wiped away the spit.
Then never mind. You know what I'm gonna do then?
Hmm.
I'm going to turn around and hunch over and like
Oh.
point my ass towards him. And then when I'm bent over, I'm gonna slip the bead into
Ooh.
my mouth.
That's super
Oh,
good.
okay.
Spicy.
And I'll be like, oh, I'm a seven, that one all modern.
Roll. You know, for the both of you, real quick, since you guys did do that, roll sleight of hands, but I'll give you an advantage for your respective things.
Hey, 20!
20. 19.
None of them around you seem to notice though. Well, I guess I can give them rolls, but those are pretty good. Yeah, none of them seem to know what you guys are doing. They just see you as being vulgar, and the pontiff especially standing there is like, oh dear, it seems that we truly do have some troubled youth here. Guards, and immediately all the guards have their spears pointing at you, and the 3 of the 4 knights around you guys just come up and just place their unless you resist, they roughly like grab each of you and
Chase.
chase.
Chase, you're
What?
nice question.
There you go.
I'm sorry.
Crust.
You're good.
I'm looking at the noise suppression icon, and it is turned on. I don't understand why my shit's
You
not.
might want to turn up your sensitivity.
I did turn up my sensitivity, and like it's still fucking doing this.
I can hear you clicking.
Yeah, which is weird because I'm looking at it. My noise suppression is.
It's because it's so clappy,
Alright,
Chase.
so-
Yeah, you got a very loud keyboard.
Have you guys heard my
But
keyboard?
it's fine. It's fine though. It's
Yeah,
fine.
we're good. We're good.
Yeah, it's fine. We're good. It's
I'm
fine.
sorry.
Just wanted to let you know. It was
Yeah.
just making.
I'll
It was
try
just
to-
because
I'll
you
try
were
to be
going
a little-
very. It was just you were going very fast, and it was.
Yeah, you
distracting.
were going
Sorry.
really hard on that keyboard.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'll try to be a little bit like lighter with my tabs.
You're good. The second one of the guards puts a hand on Vashana, she's gonna flip him off and then flip everyone off.
Yeah, they immediately each of you they grab your hands and start shoving you forward as the pontiff starts making his way up the stairs. He's like, they will guide you inside to your respective tutoring areas. Please try to be on your best behavior. We still have a procession outside to get to. As he stays now sort of at the bottom of the stairs while the guards take you up, and some of the other guards on the stairs come down to replace the ones that have left the pontiff's sides. And once again, he taps his throat and speaks out. It's like, apologies, if there is no one else who would wish to interrupt our glorious ceremony and prayer, then let us please continue, as we have not started yet. Again, a fresh start.
Did
As they
Newgash
start to-
lead us to a spot where we could see them being taken inside?
Yes.
Okay, just making
you
sure.
know, and also for sake of brevity, I would say that probably Angelina would have taken the spyglass.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot they had that.
Just to get a better look. And
And
yeah.
Vashana is intentionally being as loud as possible. Like right before she
Yeah,
is
me-
actually
me
pushed
too.
into the door, Vashana will turn back around and cry out, "Draengar is a false idol!" and get shoved in.
Yeah, same here. I'll just repeat everything that that fucking she says, but like also loud.
Yeah, gotcha. I assume Eslar also maybe the same thing, or
They're
she's
like,
still more stoic.
False idol! False
This is so stupid.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, the moment she saw you guys were getting grabbed and taken up, Angelina would look at you, Dolkin, and she'd be like, "All right, get on the broom," as she puts the spyglass away, gets on the broom, waits for you.
Yeah.
It's like
Mhm.
once I feel a tug, I'm gonna make you smaller. But and then she's going to cast sending.
On
and
the
let the
princely.
Yep, and then she's gonna cast Sending and let the prince know. So,
Yeah, Dolkin will hop on, and you'll see the broom visibly lower.
The
Yeah.
broom is on the ground, just waiting for you to get off.
well,
Yeah, it lowers all the way to the ground.
Yeah, but also she would have taken a lot. Like she would have taken just like the bag of equipment you have and just shove it inside the bag of holding, just to make it easier. So you can just like pull out everything and put it in there.
I guess all I'd really need is my shield and my axe, and my armor I'm wearing, right?
Yeah, but yeah, I assume you just leave all your stuff in the bag. She'll put it in there and just make it a little bit lighter and physically hold up the broom. But, yeah, for the rest of you, as you all are shoved inside and you hear the of the church doors just close behind you, you see before you inside of the actual church. You are immediately in the chapel that has pews going upwards towards the center where the spokesperson would be, as well as the where the speaker would be, as well as a wooden pulpit for where they would stand up on top of the stage in the middle. You can see you can also see just pillars of marble just kind of holding up balconies and walkways above you, about a good 40 50 feet above you, for what looks to be like another layer of the floor that's above all of you. And you see a couple people people standing around, robed figures that you remember seeing before back in the woods, that are kind of just at the pews themselves, just looking and seeing all of you come in, and just murmured whispers between all of them. And as the guards just start pushing you forward and moving you, you all hear very very quickly, and as you offer your various resistance to all of this, you hear
I assume that is that the
That's the war
noise,
horn.
the
That's the
war
war
horn.
horn.
Yeah, you immediately hear the sound of a war horn, several of them in the distance. Even behind the walls. You imagine there has to be a lot of them going off for it to carry out this far.
True.
And there's a moment of pause where, like, the guards that are holding you down just like kind of pause and just like look to one another, and even the people in the pews just offering their various different prayers, just kind of look to one another in confusion.
The second the guards are look at each other, Vashana is going to look at both Hank and Estelar, run, and will sprint forward.
Alrighty.
I'll be good for sprinting forward.
As will
Oh.
I.
Alrighty, you guys move forward, and the guards immediately in front of you are like, "Hey, stop!" As they immediately start falling behind you. And as you guys start running, you also see, because there's you guys immediately start running forward, and as you do, you see the people in the pews, robed and hooded. They immediately all get up and start blocking your way as you start moving forward.
As soon as she gets far enough away from the guys behind her, like at least 10 feet away from the guys behind her, and within 30 feet of the guys in front of her, 20 feet of the guys in front of her, Vashana is just going to reach into her cheek and throw the bead of force at the guys in front of her, and turn to Hank, "Hit the guns behind us!"
And then Hank will turn around and take his beat out and throw it over to them too,
Alrighty.
or to the people behind us.
Alrighty, so sorry, just gotta grab some things real quick as you guys do that. Would you also give the command phrase for the broom to start making their way? Or would you wait? Or would you be waiting on that?
I'll wait until after I know that we're at least away from guards.
Yeah.
Well, somewhat.
Enough.
Alrighty.
Far enough away.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just pulling some things right now. Okay, so you're throwing one at the people in the pews, and
Yep.
you throw, yeah, and Hank, you're throwing ones at the knights.
Figured the guards behind us that were holding us.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
they. All right. So both of you roll 5d4 of damage as you throw this out.
4.
Like D4s.
That's a chunk.
That's a lot of D4s.
Or is it? Yeah, it's 5d4, right?
Yep, 5d4 force damage.
Yeah, and they need to make DC 15 dex saves. Okay,
Correct.
so there's. Okay, so sorry, I'm
Jeez.
just.
Got
Sorry,
a
I'm
lot
just,
of ones going.
Sorry,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm just looking
That's
at
okay.
everything. I'm just looking at everything. Put that there. Put that there. There. It'd probably be right there. And that one. Right there. No, we probably don't need that one right there. Yeah, we can delete that one. Alright, but you throw that one. Okay, so these 4. We'll need to make saves.
It's only a 10-foot radius.
Yeah. That's still pretty big. That's
Yep.
a 20-foot diameter still.
Yep. Just letting you know.
Alrighty, so let's see. Okay, so dex saves from these guys. Okay. Alright, so it's a DC 15, so. Okay, that's an 18. He passes. Okay, so he'll. So going from left to right. Okay. That's a fail. That's also a fail. And that's a pass. Okay, so 2 pass and 2 fail. And I think it's no matter what,
If they
dome.
fail, they're in the dome. If they succeed, they're pushed away from the sphere until they're no longer in
What-
it.
So how does this work with Chase also throwing his? Or is he throwing it at a different group?
He's
He's
throwing
throwing
it
it
at
at
the
I'm
ones
throwing it at a
behind
different
us.
He's
group.
throwing,
I'm
he's
Yeah.
throwing
throwing it at the ones in front of us.
Okay.
And they don't, and it is a save or suck, right? If they
Yeah.
don't take half damage.
Yeah, save or suck.
Alrighty, cool. So down to that, You were at that, and you were at that. Sorry. And we'll do. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, and now for the knights. And they need to make their saves too, or else they'll be trapped in. Okay, so nothing for them. That's a fail. That's a fail. And that's a fail. They all fail. So the knights. So the knights are stuck, and they each take 13 damage instead of 10, which is pretty nice. So that is at that much,
And get rid of the negative
And-
force.
that much. Alrighty. And with that, we'll also. So you are blocking. Okay, so as you guys throw these beads, you throw one ahead, and Hank throws one behind. The one behind gets all 3 of the knights the only knights that are in here, as far as you know. They are all immediately trapped inside of this force, inside this bubble of force, and they start knocking on it, immediately trying to get out. And you threw one towards one, and that had an area 4. 2 of them managed to leap out of the way and to escape the range of the bubble, while 2 others get trapped in. And with that, there are 4 others that are trapped that are not trapped in this room, but they all seem to be a little confused. And the 2 ways are blocked, but there is one that was previously being blocked by another of these cult members that is now freed up.
Vishana is just going to start charging her way and go, "Let's fucking go! Ranuk!" And call for the broom.
Huge.
Okay, Okay, so as you guys start moving your way, the one guy who initially tried to move out of the way of the bee of force as it encompasses the other two, seeing you guys charge, immediately just stands in front of your way and is like, "Stop, or you will be killed!"
Vishana just looks at Estelar like, kill him.
Just kill him.
Kill him. Fucking
Yeah,
kill him.
and
End it.
as that also happens, Dolkin, you feel your body get smaller as Angelina casts reduce on you
Mm-hmm.
to make you a bit smaller, as the broom starts flying forward past the park and heading towards the building. And all right, so you've got this one guard, and as you guys stand there, another one just stands behind you of the cult members as everyone's trying to just break away through this force field that is around them, and the others seem to quickly be going converging around you.
Yeah, Vishana just mind linked with Estelar. These things last for a fucking minute. Do whatever you're going to do.
I guess, like, what am I doing? I don't know. Hold on.
Like the person in front of us?
Just,
Just steamroll this bitch in front of us.
all right, well, shit. You know what I thought would
Roll
be
a
fun?
strength check to push them over.
No, I'll just primal savagery them. I'm gonna fucking rip their head off!
All right, so you're gonna run in front and go to attack this guy.
Yeah.
All right, so you do that, and that hits definitely, and you go and immediately tear into this guy who yells out in pain, just like, ah, heretics, kill them! As everyone immediately throws up their hands to start casting magic, and in that instance, you guys see as the window breaks open as the from the top floor, and you see both Dolkin and Angelina on the broom flying down and entering in with all of you.
So good of you to make it.
Hey, babe, good to
Alright.
see ya.
Yeah, come to
What?
the party.
Well, while we are flying in, we see them like surrounded by a bunch of people, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And where are the wizards?
They seem to be surrounded.
Oh, like the
they-
wizards
they-
are surrounding them as well.
Oh, there's
Yes.
Yeah,
They're getting around all of you.
Okay.
like.
Because I was wondering if, because obviously I don't know like the dimensions of this place. But
Well, if you want, I can show you.
Oh, combat
yeah,
That would be
boy.
nice.
that would be helpful.
That would be very, how the ladies say, poggers.
Oh, there's like that many.
There's a.
Oh, this is kind of like almost exactly what I was asking.
Cool.
Yeah.
And
Almost
yeah,
like a
so
lot.
I didn't draw it, but so these guys currently are stuck inside of a bubble,
Mm-hmm.
and these guys are also down on their luck and stuck inside of a bubble. By this point, I would say maybe 30 seconds have gone by, and by this point, if you guys want, we can either save this for next session or we can roll initiative.
Why don't we roll
Good with
initiative?
whatever.
Why don't we roll initiative and then save it for next session?
Yeah.
Well, actually, the first thing that I was gonna have Dolkin do is I wanted to if while I'm flying in, could I cast a fog cloud that could obscure like all of these boys? Like while I'm riding on the bloom, or do you have to not? I don't know how.
I would say this would be the point where, as you entered, this would be where combat would start, as these
Okay.
guys are starting to attack and cast magic.
Alright, never mind. Then we can roll initiative and save for next time.
We'll do that. We'll roll initiative next time. If you guys want to wait, we will call session here.
Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah.
fucking hype.
Alrighty.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is-
It's good,
and
it's good.
I don't have anything for your brother as far as proper images go, so we're just using a basic druid token for him.
Sorry, brother.
Basic
Sorry,
bitch.
bro.
You should just use
Basic bitch until the
You
end.
could just used an older picture of Estelar.
I don't have an older picture of Estelar.
I don't have an older picture of Estelar.
God damn it.
You know who in my mind, I always have, like, whenever you talk about my brother, it's the guy from Fire Force. The one who just, like, makes a bunch of shit.
Oh, the red hair
The,
guy?
yeah.
Yeah, the
Vulcan?
red.
Vulcan?
Because when you said red
What's his
hair
name?
buzz cut,
His
ever
name's
since his name's Vulcan.
Vulcan.
Fire Force.
Fire
Yeah,
Force.
Vulcan
Oh,
Fire
this
Force.
boy right here.
Oh, that, I mean, just a little too jacked to be your brother, and cool to be your brother.
He's too cool.
Too cool.
Actually, no, some of these shots have kind of resting bitch faces.
Oh yeah,
Too
no.
jacked to
Vulcan
be
very
your
much
brother.
has resting bitch face.
I mean, that could be your brother, but I think he'd be too hot.
Yeah, he's a little too
Actually-
hot.
Actually, to be fair, I mean, your brother has a better charisma than you.
It's not about the charisma. It's about what you do with it.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
It's
also
funny
fair.
because this guy can create fire from his body.
Alrighty. Well, I mean,
We're at
to-
3 hours and 50 minutes, so I mean, pretty long.
3 hours and
Yeah.
50 minutes?
3 hours and 50 minutes.
Jeez. That's been a while.
That was a very pog
Yeah.
session.
lot
was a very pog session.
of stuff happened in this session.
I
The
like it.
attack has begun, and now there is pleasant country village music playing.
I do hear it.
Yeah.
Ready for combat with my
Yeah.
country
I
village
mean,
music.
I just wanted to ease the tension. I
Also,
guess I can play the combat music if you want.
I can't select Estelar.
Oh,
Can you not?
well,
Oh.
it's because you put our tokens on, Isaiah. And whenever you do it, they're GM tokens of our players.
Oh, what? I've done it before. Oh wait. Okay, that's okay. Wait, hold on.
So we have to be the
That
one
is
to
an
place
old
it.
SLR.
So
no. You should be able to move it now.
No.
Yeah,
Crystal.
just change
Ah,
the settings.
there we
Yeah,
go.
I don't have it.
Yeah.
I don't have it as controlled by.
oh yeah, because they're GM tokens that you have to give us permission to control. So you'd have to do that for all of us, or we could just place our tokens down.
No, it's fine. I'm just gonna quickly change that for you guys.
Wait, how did you put us in the fucking circle thingies?
What do you mean? How did you put it in the circle thingies?
Like that little
The actual token
the
art.
actual token
he
art.
has actual token art of all of us.
Because when you go to when you go to edit your character sheet, there's a thing that you can do to make it for a token.
Oh,
Yeah.
So what I did was I just put all the tokens on a battle map,
Mhm.
and then I went to your character sheets and clicked on the tokens, and then I made that to be what when you guys place yourselves down on the map, that is what places down on the map.
yeah. So you'd have to change all of us to be able to control our characters, or we can place our characters down right now where you want us to be.
No, I already did it. You guys should be able to now be able
hell
to
yeah.
control them. Yeah,
Wait a
so
second,
you-
where's Ma?
I actually was also
I-
wondering where Ma is.
Oh, yep. I did forget about Ma. She is.
Oh, thank
she's
God.
right there behind you
Oh,
with her
thank
pink token.
Oh, thank God. I was worried there for a second.
You know what's funny?
What's that?
I've made everything for Alois, but I always forget to include everything for his spells. So all I've done is just do important spells like Pass Without a Trace and beast well, he already has Beast Sense, he can do that by himself, but like actual important druid spells like the healing ones and the support ones until I was like, ah shit, wait, I gotta keep going back, but fuck, I don't want to put in everything by myself.
I know it's
Making
unfortunately-
spellcasters are the
Unfortunately-
worst.
because unfortunately I don't have Roll20 Pro, so I can't have the expanded everything else.
Yeah, bitch, I do.
That's a big sad right there.
I should probably honestly get it. It's honestly pretty inexpensive.
It's
It's
super
like
cheap.
it's like $10, Isaiah. That's
It's like- A
I
year.
know, but that's $10 I could be spending on Wendy's, Brandon.
Yeah.
Fuck Wendy's.
How? All right, Matt, you're out of the game.
Okay, bye.
Vashana dies. She gets power word
Vashana
killed by one
dies.
of these guys. The only guy who had power word kill on him.
Yeah,
goes and
he
shoots you.
has one 9th level spell, and then like all of the rest of his spells are like 3rd level and lower.
Mm-hmm.
He saved the one power word kill for the sorcerer.
Yeah, for right now.
Yeah,
Because you
for this
pissed me
moment.
off. Look, I wouldn't be opposed to somebody dying in this combat. I mean, eventually someone's gonna die, and it's gonna be Hank because we're gonna sacrifice him.
Yeah,
It's literally gonna be Hank.
because we're gonna be like, well, Hank has taken the least hits, but this will be the hit that counts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then he die, and we
Yeah.
laugh.
I mean, if somebody just gets a really good hit on me, I mean, I don't have that much health.
How much health does Hank have?
47.
Baby numbers.
Actual baby
I
numbers.
think doesn't Dulkin only have like 50?
He only has. Oh no! He only has 50 hit points. He's so squishy.
Yeah,
It's almost like he's a ranger.
you know, Vashana has 28.
Oh,
Vashana is going to
Whoa.
die.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
28.
Yeah, Vashana is a sorcerer. She only has 28 hit points.
Mm.
Well, you look,
Mm.
you're slacking. Angelina's a wizard. She's got 40 hit points.
Yeah, no, I rolled shit on all my health.
Yeah.
You know, maybe Hank
Mm.
doesn't
You
really
did-
have it that bad.
I did have you roll twice for health, right?
Yeah, and I rolled shit both times. Like 2, 2, 3, 3, and 2, 3, 4, 3.
That is also fair.
I think Angelina also has good con, though, doesn't she?
She's got a 16 in con.
And I have a 14.
Mm.
No, I have a 13. Excuse me.